music that didn't exist apparently.
All right, I'm starting the recording. So I can get this on the record
Motion for Gabe to kill himself.
that Robert actually uses Chrome
Right.
instead of Firefox.
I also use Chrome.
I use Firefox.
Firefox is superior because AdBlock is still functional.
AdBlock is still functional on Chrome. It just isn't updated anymore. But for 99% of use cases, especially for laymen such as us, it still works.
Counterpoint. I want to be right and I want you to be wrong.
Fair enough.
Let's see.
My blade's in the sheet. I need to get that out too.
Doth anybody having trouble opening their sheets? Yes, no, maybe so.
I'm good.
Very, very good. Does... Okay, remind me, how do we do recaps in Blades in the Dark? Do we just do it, or is there like a lead-in?
That's up to you, man. You're the one who's been doing it.
Oh, have I been doing the recaps up to this point?
Well, no. Last time I gave a recap, but it's up to you. You can change it. Like I did the recap of what happened last time.
Ah, dang it. Hold on. I have to update this music playlist. While I do that, would someone just be so kind as to give a recap?
Not it.
Here's a little hint. If you don't know what happened, there's a channel with notes in it for you to read.
Let me hide that channel real
You.
quick.
I don't know what's wrong with you either, but
You don't
Making
see
it.
it?
I'm making notes a private channel.
That's outrageous. I would really appreciate if someone would do that for me. I'd be very appreciative. It would mean a lot to me personally.
okay. Let me read the notes for Gabe.
Thank you. You don't even have to.
So much.
You don't even have to read them. You can just give a recap.
Damocles joins the gang because. Wait, what?
It's being vague and stupid.
Damocles joins. Wolfgang and Vermin face off. Since Vermin could be working for Bitpunk. And Vermin dodges and crashes the crane controls within the train car. And then Shah and Rabbit try to escape. A bunch of vagrants fall upon the ruins, hired by Vermin.
Don't forget that they stole something from Shah.
Shah's necklace is missing because they stole it. Wait, was this the last session?
Yeah.
Damocles takes out Wolfgang's Julia and Vermin suplexes the conductor off the train. After both targets neutralize the low rollers, which is us, we have full control of the train. We allow Damocles to join us for a cut of the reward. Yep. Next stop, there is the second punch card inside the children's book about the depressed dog who keeps losing its freedom. And in that children's book moment, Shah is reminded of, I don't know, children and family or something, and then he goes to reach for his necklace, and it's not there! After we calm him down, we're going to get the final punch card, and Wolfgang shows up, and he's just pissed off, so he tries to kill us. But I explode him.
You did several times, in fact.
Lots of bombs. And then there's a fortune teller with ominous tellings. is there more?
No, I don't think so. You get the last punch card, and you guys returned to the cold cup via the train, which you stole. The plan was just to go right back to the lair and talk to the young lady, right?
Yeah.
I think so.
You return to the lair. She's still waiting there, drinking a cup of coffee, which has run cold? What? Roll credits? Do you want to play this out, roleplay, or do you want me just to narrate?
I'm fine with
Okay,
that.
hold on. I have to take care of my camera real quick. I'll be right back.
Sorry, what did you say, Cole? You're a little quiet.
I'm down for either. I don't mind.
What did you say, Robert?
I'm down to play it out.
Okay. A little bell chimes as a creaking door swings open. You all step inside the cold cup. You are met with a wall of coffee smell. It's becoming nostalgic for you. Hunched wistfully over the counter is Rigney, and across from him is the young lass, face pale, wispy hair. She looks at you with a haunted gaze. Have you completed the mission?
If we have all the parts you asked for, if that's what you want.
She nods absently.
All right, where'd the ruffians leave the stuff that I asked them to bring?
Sorry.
Rigney tilts his head towards the back room.
All right. I'll take the 3 punch cards from everyone. I'll hand them to her.
Is the train still in the station? She asks.
Yeah. Why?
She glances outside the window nervously. If someone could come with me?
I'll look to Shah. You're good at bodyguard duty, right?
Yeah. I can watch guard.
All right.
She's still waiting for the rest of the parts.
Okay. I'll have Rabbit and I'll Rabbit help me take this stuff from the back and bring it to the train.
The vagrants retrieved more than you ordered them to. All told, with this scrap that they brought back, you could probably sell some of it off for extra profit.
I'll wait for Rabbit to give an evaluation on whether it's better to sell it or to use it for any tinkering tools.
Take a look at it.
It's certainly got potential, but it's mostly drone parts, techno-drone parts, the defense system of the train, which could prove valuable to the right seller. And thanks to your, the crew has stats. I have the sheet out right now. You have a claim, basically a special ability that nets you +2 coin for burglary or robbery. So the crew knows a guy who could give you more than it's worth, even if you could convince him.
Another, I don't know if this is within the rules. Another way we could maybe go about this is it possible to set up our own defense system here with the drones?
Perhaps. That would involve a conversation with Rigney.
I don't know if extra protection is needed, considering that both our projection and the reality had strangers knocking on our door, clearly ready to ask for help. And especially now that we have made enemies of Pano.
I mean, you could
But now
just...
I watched this last night, actually.
He's talking to Amanda.
I see. For now, we can just sell it, and we can, if we need to, we can buy. We can just buy the defense system with better parts. But yeah, I'm fine just selling it if everyone else is.
It's fine with me.
All right, then that's the equivalent of 4 coin, 1 to each person.
All right.
I will put in Damocles' pay into the vault, unless
Where do we track coin on our person? Is it in inventory?
it's in
I think it all
stash,
goes-
I think.
Oh, satchel fund. Okay.
Yeah.
Or hold on. I don't know how stash works.
Let me openeth thine document in ein second. Right. It's in fund under satchel.
Okay, and we just add. Oh, okay, yes. Okay, so we just take it if we have a coin.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's a
Right,
little thing that you punch in up and down for coin worth. You're only supposed to carry like 4 at a
4.
time, and then the rest overfills into the crew's coffers, which itself has a capacity as well. I could tell you the money that the crew has stored at any point, but you also have your own personal purses, so.
Okay.
All right. So, Shah, you are accompanying the young lass to the train.
Yes.
As you walk towards the train station, she looks at you from beneath the curtain of her hair and says somewhat apprehensively, I don't think I ever got your name. Any of your names.
That's alright. We don't really do names. You can call me Shah, though.
Well, are you far from your mic right now? Because you sound very
No.
far away.
I'm not sure why I'm right next to it.
No, he
Oh,
says,
you're
getting
right.
forward.
Oh, I was right next to it. I might have connected to a different device. Give me a second.
Yeah, he sounds much quieter than he did before. I have maxed his volume, and he's still very low audio.
Cole is volume maxing.
Oh, wait. There we go.
Alright, I have to turn you down a
That's
little.
better.
Yeah,
Uh,
it was hooked up to the PS5 mic for some reason.
Tangent, my dad just bought a PS4. He's playing Metaphor Fantasia right now.
Oh
Alright.
wow, yep, great game.
Tangent concluded. She gives a short laugh and she says, well, if we're not sharing names, then I guess you can call me, and with quotation fingers, she says, Cass.
Right, Cass, nice to meet your acquaintance.
She shakes your hand. From seemingly nowhere, she produces a small set of precision tools, and you both enter the train station together. She asks you gently to stand guard at the boarding area while she infiltrates into the only remaining engine car alone. From within, you see strange lights flicker, strange sounds like static being fed through static, and it's almost like your vision glitches for a second. The air around you bends. But it's brief, so fast as to be imperceptible. A dim glow casts out from underneath the door of the engine car, and you hear muffled voices from within. Do you want to listen?
Yeah.
You pitch your ear to the door, and it's surprisingly cold. It's the young woman's voice, Cass's voice. She's asking questions, and a choir of voices is responding in turn.
Like she's talking to a computer or something?
It sounds like she's talking to somebody, many somebodies. The voices speak in unison, in harmony, like a choir. Do you do anything?
I'm just gonna listen.
It's too quiet to make out what she's saying from outside the door.
Can I crack the door open a little bit?
This sounds like an action to me.
Yeah. I'm going to,
Like prowl.
yeah, prowl my way to crack the door open and eavesdrop.
Risky, great.
I get... Oh. Oops. That's saying that's a 3.
It's a 5 because you get the highest number.
I know, but
Oh,
like,
the one that's
look at
cocked. Hey, question: how come our digital dice roller cocks? By the way, isn't that dumb?
that. It's fine.
That is pretty dumb. You'd think
is
you'd be
kinda
able to
dumb.
program it not to cock.
Well, I got a 5.
Why are they putting? Why are they putting it the cock in my dice roller? Anyway,
I mean, it tells you what all the results are, so it still determines the number from being cocked, but it's annoying, yeah.
oh, it does. That's right. You crack open the door, but you only catch the tail end of the conversation. She asks, "What of my father?" In the chorus of voices answers in unnatural, unholy harmony, "He awaits you. Follow the path." And then with the twist of a wrench,
What?
what?
No, I am Ren.
With the twist of a wrench, the young girl ends whatever was happening, and your hair stops standing on end. Her small footsteps approach you, and before you know it, she's opening the door from her end.
Kind of like spin around and lean against the wall of the train car, like nothing even happened. Try to act nonchalant about it.
Yeah, sure. She gives you a curious glance and says, "Your generator's are ready."
Thanks. You're very helpful.
What did she get out of this? She just made it for us, but what was like the benefit she got out of it that we had established, unless we hadn't established one at all?
She wanted a moment alone with it.
Okay. But otherwise, we just get all the spoils.
See,
She sidesteps and then says, thank you, I guess.
you're welcome. Thank you very much as well.
On the other side of the tracks, an empty train pulls up to the station. She looks at it wistfully and then looks at you, and then turns to leave.
Are we expecting another train?
Do you ask her that?
Yeah.
I've been expecting many things, I guess.
So do you know who that is?
What?
Oh, whatever. Nothing. Let's just get out of here.
I don't think... This train is not for you.
Yeah. It's fine.
Is it?
How old does Cass look? By the way?
Probably young 20s.
Okay.
Is
I'm
it?
not aware of anything else for me, so...
You seem concerned.
Well, I just don't know the whole story, so I just want to make sure I'm well informed.
I have somewhere to be. I'll be safe.
Sounds like a plan.
Thanks for your concern. She says
yeah.
with a warm smile.
If you have any other work for us or need any more help, just let us know.
I will. And then she turns to leave.
I guess I'll just walk away.
With the generator?
Yeah.
It's a strange sight to behold. It has been sort of MacGyvered together from the three parts you presented her. The coil is sort of shoddily put upright in the center, the auxiliary parts forming a cage around it, and at the base, those drones you had given to her are kneeling and holding hands together, forming a circle around the pillar, almost as if, well, it's a strange thought, but almost as if in worship.
Oh, that's kind of freaky. I don't like that.
And they seem smaller. This whole thing is about the size of like maybe a refrigerator. It's quite portable. You're even able to lift it by yourself.
Well, I suppose that's convenient.
Do you return to the cold cup?
Yeah.
Alright. Anyone else have anything they want to do?
Well, when he gets back, I'll ask him. Where's the girl?
She said she had something else to do, so she was on her way.
So you let the girl with the target on her back from the Children of Pano, who also knows our location, who we also have made an enemy of, go on her own.
She said she could handle herself and that she didn't need anything.
I'm not worried about
else.
her. I'm worried about what information she has.
Oh, that's a nice twist. I like that.
What happens if she gets? What happens when she gets caught or captured and then interrogated about us? What do you think she says?
She was able to stay out of their clutches for this long.
Fine.
She's capable. If she was worried, she would have let me know, I think.
Yeah, of course she wouldn't be worried. I'm worried about us. She got whatever she wanted out of that with the generator or whatever, her moment.
Yeah.
Whatever. Grab it. How do we make use of this thing? How do we set it up?
Try and tinker with it, I guess.
Do you want to just wave your hand and say the magic happens?
Yeah, unless you want me to roll.
No, I won't make you. Unless you want to.
Yeah.
Rabbit, you've done this before. These generators are pretty fancy. They provide a nearly infinite amount of power supply, practically out of thin air. You're not going to get into the mechanics with your friends, but you know that they work off of probability diffusion. They make likely events around them become less likely, and somehow that decrease in potential becomes electrical power. You could get into the finer things of it, but like I said, these hooligans wouldn't understand a single phrase of it. You quickly set up so that your lair is off the power grid completely, connected to your generator, and then you set up the equivalent of a signal booster, so you can effectively have your own isolated connection to the coordinate, the internet here. You are now free to do whatever you want in terms of power, search, and internet access, relatively off the grid. Which means that you can finally tap into police scanners and communication channels under a relative guise of safety, without doing anything reckless, of course. In layman's terms, you now have the opportunity to look for jobs.
Alright, let's find us another job.
But before that, we have to go through downtime activities.
Yeah. Also, we need to figure out what we're doing with him. I'll refer to Damocles.
I shall play the part of Damocles very briefly.
Okay.
Don't worry about me. I'm just here for more of the cut, that's all. You seem like you're going places. I'd like to climb with you.
Fine. Enjoy your cut.
Do you flip him one equivalent of coin credits?
Yeah.
Take your eddies. If I'd say
I don't see how this meager amount is gonna be worth something to you. But
Well, you know, one small avalanche can become one big event. All it takes is a small push.
Is your name a reference to the story of Damocles?
I don't want to speak too much into Brad's character here,
Yeah, that's fair.
but he's not told me outright, but I have intuited that there is a good reason for it being called Damocles, of which is a spoiler of sorts. So, to your
I'll ask it when Robert or when Brad's here.
to your question, Damocles gives a vague, flippant response to be cool and mysterious.
My God, he's so cool and mysterious.
Oh my god, he's so cool and mysterious. Anything else? I'll take that as a no. Alright, so I will tell you the rewards of your score, and if you have any questions at your point, go ahead and stop me. So, or if you don't know what something is, you can stop me as well. You got 3 reputation, which is how your crew levels up. It's like XP for your character sheets, but for the crew sheet instead. You've gained a turf claim, which means that you control part of the area around you, and that you don't have to get as much reputation to level up. From the generator, you got the informant's claim, which means that you have +1 dice to gather information for your scores and heists. We already covered this, but the crew got 4 coin collectively, so you each get 1 coin to put into your satchel. Your heat, aka your wanted level, increased by 3. You are pretty close to becoming actually wanted. At this point, you are still relatively unknown. You gain status with Mortal Solutions. Curious. And you lost status with Disco, the Technocracy, aka the people running the train company, and you also lost status with the Children of Panic. Any questions?
Nope.
Okay. As per downtime rules, you are allowed to make 2 downtime actions. And if you don't remember what they are, I won't tell you. You can also make more of them by spending coin or reputation. Coin can come from your personal purse or from the team's vaults. Reputation is shared by the team, so I would advise asking before spending.
How much do we have in the vaults?
You have 3 coins in the vault.
Okay. Can you remind me briefly what our downtime activities can be?
2 of them are to acquire an asset or gain progress in a long-term project. You can recover to attempt to reduce some of your harm. You have a clock that you must fill. You can reduce heat for the crew, reducing your wanted level. You can train to increase XP on your character sheet, or you can indulge your vice to reduce stress. Note, you do not actually have to do that unless you have trauma. If you have trauma and you do not indulge your vice, you take stress equal to the amount of trauma you have. So basically, everyone here does not gain or lose stress by refusing to indulge their vice, except for, I think, Robert, who would gain 1 stress.
And Cole.
Oh, Cole also has trauma? I thought he barely avoided it.
No, he got it. He became
That's right.
obsessed, I believe.
Okay, so Cole and Robert, you don't have to indulge your vice. As a reminder, if your stress is low and you roll too much, something bad could happen. So you can opt to skip it and just take 1 stress. But it's a gamble, you know.
I think I will indulge.
Okay.
I'm only one away from getting trauma, so.
Very good. To reduce stress, see the next section for details.
I'll call up Lil P or something.
Lil P! You make an attribute roll using your lowest
We're gonna go on a
attribute.
joyride, and I'm gonna take him on a joyride if you know what I mean.
Wow! Take your
Sorry,
lowest.
yes, I can roll too.
Take your lowest attribute and then clear stress to the highest die result.
What?
So what do you have the least of out of insight?
I have 1 in prowess.
So you would roll prowess.
1 dice. Yep.
1 die, and then the result is how much stress you heal.
Wow. Yeah, baby.
Big.
Do you have less than 5?
No.
Okay, then you're good. Just out of curiosity, what are you at now?
3.
Wow, very good. Very, very good.
Do we have any long-term projects?
No, but you're more than welcome to start, so.
Well, as an analyst, I get 2 ticks to distribute on any long-term projects involving investigation or designing formulas and plans. So if there's something you guys have as a suggestion, otherwise I can think of some kind of device I might be working on.
Maybe something to disable ghosts or Julia drones because they had a pretty negative effect on us last time.
Good. Maybe like a shocking grenade that'll disrupt them.
Or we could expand our network or something.
Expand like our connections network or like a literal.
Like our literal technological network.
Yeah. I like the idea. I think it fits Santiago more to work on like a what do you call them things like
EMPs.
Yeah, that thing. Something like an EMP.
Okay.
I guess that probably might already exist too, though. But
It does, but if you want to make a project for it, I will have a reward for you.
I have my own design that I can repair. We all have our own EMPs.
Do you want to hear what the reward would be now, or do you want me to wait until after?
Sure. Yeah, I guess that's how it works, isn't it?
So,
usually?
You might notice that some character sheets have Spirit Bane charms, which are basically repulsions. They repulse digital consciousnesses in the area. They're not full EMPs. I would give you probably a 6-segment clock. If you filled it, you would have a Spirit Bane charm on you at all times as slotless, basically. And then anybody who had the Spirit Bane already on their sheet would then have theirs upgraded to a full EMP.
I think everyone has a Spirit Bane that costs 0, but I'm not certain.
Slotless already? What?
Yeah, I do, at least.
Is that correct?
I'm unsure, so...
Where are the character sheets? Mike, pull up the character sheets. Oh my goodness. Hold on, I have to break into the Google Drive. While I'm doing that, what other actions do people want to do? Because Ren has already spent her first, and 2 of you have not done anything.
I would like to heal a harm, a level 1 harm. So how does the recovery work?
Yeah, let me tell you. For the recovery, you go to prison. No, I'm joking. You have to find a healer. Or if you already have one, which I think you guys do already have one. The healer makes a quality roll, and then it determines how much your healing clock fills up. When your clock fills up, you reduce each instance of harm by 1 level. Level 1's becoming 0s and being erased in an instance.
Okay. And how big is the clock?
It's 4.
Okay. In that case, I would like to find a healer, or now we have a healer. I'd like to go to them and start working on recovering.
You do have a healer. I forgot what his name was. Forgive me. He's the guy who put your simulcasts in.
Ah, that's right.
Is it in my notes somewhere? Also, I'm not seeing where the lurk gets Spirit Bane for free. You have it as part of your loadout that you can pick as a box, but
Well, in the Blades in the Sheet, it just says 0 Spirit Bane charm.
0.
Yeah.
What? Give me a second. So if it's a 0, that means it's available for you to pick from. If you plus it, it adds it to your load.
If I hit reset, I go normal and I commit. If I add it, so
Oh, I see what you mean. It
it
costs
doesn't add
0.
into my bulk.
Huh?
Yeah, it does not add to my bulk. Unlike, for example, the Fine Shadow Cloak I have does add to it, or like a heavy weapon add 3 to my bulk. Spirit Bane Charm and Fine Locks. Like Fine Locks I know aren't supposed to cost anything, but
What's the point of clicking the box then if you always have them? Okay, I'll look into this. In the meantime, I will make a quality roll for healing. I will say he is of low quality because you got him for free. All right.
okay.
That is 1 segment.
All right.
You could always, spend money or reputation to get more, of course. That doesn't mean, you're screwed by any measure.
And remind me if I'm wrong. I had a personal project I was working on a clock I had started that was to start establishing myself within a higher network, right? Like network is in like a social group.
I believe you did. Where is my notes on this? I know I wrote it down somewhere. I'm certain. Okay, it's not there. We'll just say it was a 6 o'clock and you were at 3.
Okay, I'd like to work on that as well.
All right. You roll an action. That's all.
Would sway be appropriate?
What are
Or
you
is it,
doing?
or is it any action, or is it you choose?
Describe what your
Confused.
character does to advance the project clock and roll one of your actions. You tell me, pal.
I'd like to prowl to infiltrate for higher meetings to learn how they talk and general happenings around our local area of what people are worried about. So that way I can when I inevitably come up, I am able to engage in such talks and have the know-how.
Sure.
All right. Is there any do you have to set controlled or risky or anything, or is this just a roll?
Yes, I suppose I do have to.
I'm not sure if you do.
We will call this risky standard.
Okay. 6.
Okay. A 6 means you fill 3 segments. Very good. Your clock is full. Do me a favor and add an NPC to your NPC list.
80 friends. Okay.
Make it a positive relationship. And I can come up with the character, or you can. I've given you a blank slot as a free check, basically.
You can. I'd like you to come up with a character. If
Now or at the time?
At the time.
All right, just call them blank check for now.
Okay.
Okay.
Blank check. Add. And I heart them?
Yeah. They're hearted. Alright, Cole,
I
you
see,
have yet
the
to
heart.
spend any action.
I think I need to spend time healing from because I had a bunch of harms.
Right. Of
I
course.
think I had 2.
Pick your lowest attribute, roll that many dice, and take the highest result.
So my lowest attribute, so that would be I have 1 insight.
Yes.
So I roll 1d6.
Yes.
And then what is the... I rolled a 2. What does that give me?
You fill your heal clock by 2. Once it is
Oh.
full, you reduce all harm by 1.
Wait, I thought it was a 1 to 3 is 1 tick, 4 to 5 is 2 ticks.
Oh, what did he roll?
Or a 2.
I rolled a 2, so it's still one. It's
Yeah,
1
sorry, you
tick.
fill by 1. My apologies.
Okay. Sorry, I'm
Dang.
seeing the healing clock on the blade, so I'm trying to.
How many more actions do I have?
Everybody gets 2.
Oh. I guess I'll just try to recover again.
There's nothing else you want to do?
I mean...
Oh,
not that I
you're
can
like
think of-
Shah, actually, yeah. Maybe
Yeah.
that's not a
Eat.
bad idea.
Are you for real?
Did you just roll 4, or did
No, I was just throwing the dice around here. I'm gonna...
I see. If everyone's okay with it, I would like to spend 1 gold from our stash to take an extra action and train.
Why don't you pay from your personal purse?
Because I want to keep that on me for the heist, in case I need to spend it in the heist.
You could also pull from the stash during the heist.
Wouldn't that require a
Flashback?
Yeah.
Yes.
So no, I don't want to do that. That's adding extra stress cost to something I don't need to.
Well, then, group, what do you want to do?
I'm
Bring it.
down
Come
for
on.
treasure.
I'm going to take that as a yes. You're okay with me spending 1 gold.
I'm fine with it. I don't.
Yeah, I am too.
All right. How does training work?
All right, training. Good question. Mark 1 XP on the XP tracker for an attribute or playbook advancement. If you have the appropriate crew upgrade, so if you have a crew upgrade for prowess, you mark 2 instead.
Ooh. I could level up prowess, but I did want to level up resolve, which I wouldn't be able to do. I'll level up prowess, and then later I will level up resolve. I'll do it during the mission. Okay.
All right, Ren, I believe, or sorry, Rabbit, I believe that your second action is still pending.
Is starting a project an action?
Yes.
I guess that's probably gonna be my second action, but next we should decide when to get in. I think I'll just start the MP project then.
All right. Make the 6 clock, and then you do the action thing.
What do you mean make a clock?
Oh, I do that. That's right.
Yeah.
I am making the clock in my mind.
Or I roll.
Yeah, you roll.
Is it just thicker?
It's whatever you want it to be, but you have to describe it to me.
I'm tinkering to build an EMP thing.
Yeah, the tinker is fine.
Oh damn. They're old shit.
I don't have the thing open right now. What did you roll?
1, and 2.
Dang! That's only one segment
Right.
on the clock.
But I get 2 free ticks as an analyst.
Oh, there you go.
Yippee!
That's 3 out of
A little
6.
poggers moment.
You can spend a gold to do it again and guarantee it's filled.
Did I finish it?
Yeah, 'cause it's a 6 clock, right?
You're guaranteed to finish it, which means that I have to come up with a conclusion now.
I got the game on the spot like that?
Don't worry about it. Just do it if you want.
Worst case is a blank check later.
That's the best case for you losers.
Wow.
Nah, I think I'll hold out.
Save your money?
Yeah.
Alright. I don't have a pencil on me right now. Whatever.
Only a pen.
I'll make a note in my document instead. Alright. I would like to look this rule thing up right now, but I will do that later because it's not a priority. Oh wait, I think I just found it actually. Give me a second. Okay, that's stupid. Why are they 0 load if you can just click them and get them for free? Just make them have them on you at all times, I guess. Well, actually, that's a nuance that might matter. Never mind. Okay, so as part of the downtime phase, I also roll an entanglement which means that something bad happens to you, and I get to decide. Well, the dice rather decide what it is, but I decide what follows. Yeah, this book is telling me that you're.
It's telling me rules reference 1.
It's telling me that in order to play the game, I need to know the rules. Curious.
That's lame.
I swear I read this book from like front to back when I bought it like 6 months ago. Oh no. Oh no. Alright. First I want to know, did anyone besides Rabbit indulge in their vice? So Cole, Robert, you both did not restore stress.
Yup, I'll take that 1.
Yeah, I'll take the 1.
Okay. Cole, Shah, you were the last person to go to the Physicker, right? The healer?
To the 1. Say that one more time.
You were the last person to visit the healer?
Yes.
His name is Jack-Ratchet. He is an old man who's always hunched over. He's got like a wrench arm and a welding arm. He's got one of those funny scope goggles that like telescopes in and out. He's not very good, but he's been doing it for free, which is all that matters to you.
Nice.
You weren't there when the low rollers first met him. He has a connection to somebody mysteriously. We'll delve into that if it matters. As he's working on your implants, he says, "You know, this is the last time I will ever get to do this for you.
Why do you say that?
The Technocracy, they're putting out a bounty on your name. Apparently,
On all of us?
yes, the low rollers. Whatever you've been doing in your little jobs, they've gotten very pissed at you. And, well, I don't own very much to my name. I can't afford to lose anything else." He motions down. His lower abdomen, where his legs should be, he's on like a mechanical cart instead. Kind of like the kinds that babies walk around on when they're like,
Oh, that's really unfortunate.
"The last time this happened, they took my wife."
What? They took his wife?
"And my husband. My legs. I named them wife and husband."
Oh.
"They were a beautiful couple together. We walked many miles." "You'll have to find someone else willing to work on you after this."
That truly is a shame. You are quite good at your job.
"Yes, I loved you like a son, Vermin."
I'm Shah.
"Oh, well, you're more like a nephew, I guess.
Ow.
A very beloved nephew who came into my life very late."
Alright, well, I don't want you to put yourself in more danger than you need to, so once you get finished up, you can be on your way.
How does that make the crew feel, having this big company out to get you?
Not great.
Is that something you should look
Am I
into?
familiar? Do I have any connections at the Technocracy? Having, I don't know, been in mechanical engineering circles.
Oh, maybe you do. Is there anybody on your character sheet that could fit that role? Don't forget,
Let me look. No. Well, maybe Little Pete would be my best guess, that he has done something, but
Little Pete's a
I don't think the
freelancer.
rest of them. Yeah.
Can't you just make someone up, you know?
I guess I could just like flashback,
Invent a friend.
make a friend up.
Your other means.
Well, not.
To your end, not necessarily to getting a flashback. Yeah. We're not in a score right now. You can just do whatever you want.
It's true. Oh fuck! Sorry, my foot's asleep.
No, not the foot.
Food.
Okay, I'm not in pain anymore, or as much pain. Let me think on that for a second. If somebody else has something to do, or else I could think faster. I don't know.
All right. Well, currently the crew is jobless. What do you want to do?
And we go on our information network and start just casting our net out.
Absolutely, you can. What does that look like?
I suppose I'll be surveilling any police or I like to surveil like job sites or whatever, like trying to look for bodyguards, anyone looking for extra security or beef.
Survey?
To guard something. Yes.
All right. We'll call this controlled standard.
Womp womp.
I need to open the thing.
I'll withdraw and try a different approach. Or yes, you usually get to choose what I get to do on controlled.
Ah, I do. Do I?
If I can press on or withdraw or whatever.
Yeah. No. You decide. I don't decide.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's resistance.
I'll withdraw and try a different approach then.
The simulcast predicts your effort to be not good. So
I will start trying to sway some people to online in forums under an anonymous user to try and get them to tell me government secrets they shouldn't.
Oh, okay.
Acting as a friend.
Yes. This is risky standard now.
I will trade effects for position.
Okay. Desperate, great. Good luck.
Fuck.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, this is not good. This is not good.
I get
game.
banned from the forums.
This is not good. You do not get banned from the forums. In fact, someone agrees to help you on the stipulation that you meet in person. You agree. I get to say that because I saw you roll a 3.
Yeah.
You meet this person outside of your crew's turf. It's a risky venture. When you arrive at the bar, the club actually, this is Cyberpunk. When you arrive at the club where you agreed to meet them, you find it to be filled with Hedgefunders. This is not a good sign. Those are the first people you stole from. Heist number 1, the simulcast, the greedy demon, the casino. But you press on. You eventually meet your contact at the bar, and he proceeds to basically tell you that you have made the Technocracy very, very angry. Very angry. And while the Hedgefunders are not part of the Technocracy, they do business with them.
They like money.
And yeah, anything that cuts their bottom line is not allowed. So he gives you 2 options. You can do something for him. Or you can leave this place with only one of your kneecaps.
Okay.
How many people are here?
A lot. The club is full to the brim.
Is he specifying what he wants me to do?
No, this is another Blake check moment, but this time it's in my hands. What I'm offering you is level 2 harm, or essentially a devil's bargain without the reward.
Okay. Well, I for one love to give the DM surprise tools they can use for later. I'll go on. I'll say, what do you need me to do?
He whispers it to you, quietly. And as the week passes, you take on a solo score, and you complete the task. It wasn't pleasant. Right now, you have found through this task that your status with the Technocracy was poor. And if they find out what you had done to them, well, it might have become poorer. In game terms, right now the crew is at -2. If you reach -3 with the Technocracy, they will go to full-out war with you, which has mechanical punishments such as not having as many downtime actions and so on. You have just done something that would make them very upset if they found out.
Hold in here. You said.
I thought I was doing something for the Technocracy.
No, for the Hedgefunders,
Oh, okay.
who usually work with the Technocracy. But all hands are open under the table, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Is there something specific you want to whisper to me that I did, or is it just vague?
It'll be vague for now. I might whisper it to you later. Or it might become a reverse flashback during a heist, who knows. But you have successfully escaped with both of your knees, and go ahead and add, let's say, what's his name? Add Mulder as a negative contact to your NPC list. Mulder
Can you spell
being
that for me?
Mulder.
Mulder. Do I get affiliation? Are they Technocracy?
Yeah, I'll give it to you in a
Hedgefunders,
second. He's a hedge funder who likes to stab knives in people's backs.
Thank you.
Yep. What else? What are other people up to?
Don't know. I already tried healing. That didn't really work.
Well, you can start surveying, casting your net. That's not like a downtime action.
Yeah, we're just in between
Yeah.
heists right now. You can just do whatever you want, and the hook will
Yeah.
come to you eventually. Don't worry.
I guess I should probably use. I used to use the internet to research cold cases because my brain can't stop thinking about them.
Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. What is this? Can you describe this to me in actionable terms?
I suppose, could I use survey? I survey the webs.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
6.
6. Oh, very good. Wait, actually, I forgot to describe your position and effect. So, I guess I'll let you keep the 6, but it's risky standard.
Oh, okay.
Okay, very good. There's a lot of chatter. on the Cortinet right now about the census. The government is conducting a dome-wide counting of people through ghost scans, basically. And as such, they're going through the database, and there are a lot of people who are no longer connected to living persons, some ID, some scans who have been lost, some who don't match up with people. Such cold cases are always, they always kind of wash up, like shipwrecks do eventually, whenever cleaning is done in the docks. You find something that you didn't know was out there that shocks you greatly. Without realizing it, at some point, either you or your wife had brought your kids to the census. There is an outdated scan of your daughter in the database.
To her.
So I could download. How outdated is it?
Well, through your police contacts, they only have read-only privileges. To download it would require... I know that... Okay, before any computer science guys come at me, I know that's not the exact term, but basically, you can't download it, but you have someone who is in contact that knows about it. You'd have to go there in person to get it. Make a formal request through the official channels, or do some scoundrel business and steal it.
I will keep this in mind, I suppose.
Okay.
I'm not sure what I can do with it now. It's all dice.
This census, you think, is ripe with opportunities. Are you interested in it at all?
Yes, I am.
Would you like to look more into it?
Yes, I would like to see if there's. Oh, can I see if the cult people they wouldn't be included in this, right?
You're correct. Your search dictates that because of their religious beliefs, they are allowed to be excluded from the census. Which is opt-in, but there are social expectations, other pressures like that usually require, like employers basically require it.
Makes sense.
Some people don't like that. Anything else you're interested in looking at? Employment, perhaps?
Yeah, let's see if there's any jobs for us to take.
With any good cleaning of the docks, as I mentioned, shipwrecks surface. And anywhere junk is to be had, treasure is to be had as well. There's a lot of chatter online, which, because you were what, a detective, Shah?
Yeah.
You take the lead on, but Rabbit, are you also helping out with this as well, or?
Yeah, I can help out.
Are you having solo adventures too?
I don't think outside the downtime. No, I think you join Shah or not.
Okay. And once Vermin returns from whatever he was doing, weird, he joins in as well? Question mark?
Sure.
You managed to drudge up something from the dock depths. Two people are very interested in what is going on at the census right now. One of them, the crew knows by name. The other, I think, Shah, you know them by name as well. As a part of their census maneuvers, the government, ASCI, ASCI, puts out lots of advertisements, broadcasts all over the dome. Two factions are very interested in those. The first is Disco. The second is the Kageyama group.
Hey, I know those guys.
You do.
Oh, wait. No, I don't.
You do, Cole. Kageyama has some history with you.
Oh, okay.
If you're interested in either faction, I will proceed to tell you more, or you can just pass up a job, but it has been quite a few days into the week without any other strong leads.
What's the reward for this?
Credits, of course. And,
Does it
well,
list how many?
a fair amount. I can't tell you strictly because of abstraction, but it's like the equivalent of 2 coin for each of you. 8
That's
total.
pretty good.
And of course, an opportunity. With a chance to hijack a broadcast, well, part of your goal is to make a name for yourself, isn't it, low rollers? The bigger your rep, the more jobs go. Huh?
Our rep's not so great right now for Technocracy.
No, it's not. Your name is strong, but it doesn't carry far yet. You need to make a name for yourselves. Does this feel like an opportunity?
Sounds good to me.
I'd be willing to take the job.
Rabbit?
Find a way to use my skills.
Then the question remains, with who will you cast your allegiance?
Not disco.
Fuck disco.
Bunch
They
of
already have me,
weirdos.
so.
Wow. You don't even
Are you
know.
expecting anything different, Gabe?
You don't even know what they want.
I just know that Vermin hates disco a lot.
All right.
Well, I will play devil's advocate here. You don't know. It could be beneficial for us.
Wow, Cole playing
Wow,
devil's
fucking
advocate. Who could have seen?
Well,
Yeah.
let me tell you what the Kageyama
Consider-
group wants, since you're so interested then.
Okay.
Oh, me too.
Mm.
Ooh.
Shut up.
All right. Are we all listening?
Yeah.
I'll get Cole a moment.
No, you're good.
Okay. The Kageyama group specializes in neural implants, basically. They do a lot of organic computer building, implants, infrastructure, and they specialize in one other thing: ghost modification and restoration, basically. So anything that relates to neural technology, Kageyama Group owns it, basically. They have their own private version of a database that they maintain for wealthy donors and benefactors. The bottom line is, having a public version of what they offer specialized services for is not great for business. They want you to hijack the broadcasts in a special way, which they'll tell you more about if you sign up for the job. And in the process, you'll also be planting data taps into the network so they can siphon off information.
Oh, wait, aren't these the guys that caused me to be the way I am?
Absolutely they are.
Oh man, I don't want to help them.
Sorry, you already agreed.
Nirvana's it's a big dome, but it's a small place. The digital contract sits on your screen in front of you, like a heavy weight in your lap. The signature line ominously staring back. Not everyone has signed. The crew must be unanimous. That was the rule, wasn't it?
Yeah. Well, maybe if we help the the Kageyama group. I can potentially get some answers after we're done.
So you have other motives?
It's things with why I have the implants that I have. They weren't exactly voluntary.
I'd rather be. And you don't have to give specifics. It's just nice to know that you have some other kind of motivation going on.
Yeah.
Have you asked what Disco would have wanted, or
Yeah, I
would
can tell
somebody
you.
care?
But I'm gonna give you a little secret. It's basically the same thing, but worded differently. Disco does not believe that people should be kept in databases at all. They want you to disrupt the broadcasts with their own freedom messages and disco music, and then also insert data taps so they can leak out scans to the public.
So anyone can put anyone in databases. Perfect plan.
Anyone can get anything. Yeah, basically ghosts become public domain, whether that's a good or a bad thing.
Yeah, I'd say we go with the Kageyama group. I have my own reasons, I'll admit, for wanting to link up with them, but
I think it's better if the ghosts don't go public.
Really? Interesting. Well, Shah, your vote was in favor of Kageyama?
Yeah, I'd say so.
I suppose out of the active members of the low rollers, it's unanimous then.
okay. Guess our good old pal Dam won't be here to collect any coin. No leeches today.
Well, you know, let's leave
Right
it.
here.
Let's leave it open and vague so we can work him in later if we have to.
The joke being that when he's here next session, inevitably he's a leech once again coming halfway through to claim the cut.
Not a leech, a wild card, a secret weapon. Okay. Well, let's think here. The contact you've reached out to asks you to name a time and place to meet, as a show of good faith.
I'm not going to that shit.
I don't mind showing my face if we just need someone to go.
All right, I guess. Unless Shah, do you have any strong feelings on meeting places?
As long as it's not too public. And there's a dark corner I can sit in so they can't see my face.
Now that you mention it, the Cold Cup is full of dark corners.
I don't know if inviting them to our hideout is a good idea.
What? Alright, do you want to pull something out of your butt then, gang?
Is there like a different, is there like a club?
Oh. Do you think the Kageyama group would be impressed by a club?
Well, they're not trying to be impressed. They want someone who can be subtle.
Yeah, there's clubs everywhere.
I might know someone who works at a casino.
Oh, interesting. Who's this?
Taking the Vermin to a casino sounds potentially problematic.
Yeah, I forgot about your gambling addiction.
We can go to a casino. Casinos are high-end, high-roller stuff. It fits our name. We can
We're
go
low
to a
rollers.
casino and to impress the Kageyama group. They are literally made of money.
He's pretty much right. They are literally made of money.
Alright, casino it is.
Well,
Yes.
you're not going back to the greedy
Go to the
demon,
nice
are
side
ya?
of town, too. No, let's go to the nice side of town.
The greedy demon is in the nice side of town.
Let's go to the other nice side of town.
Okay, everyone knows that fucking Vegas has a million casinos.
Fine. You go to another casino. What's this one called? Good question.
The fat piggy.
What?
No.
The fat piggy.
This one is called
Hot shot.
what?
Hot shot.
Hot shot.
Yeah.
Let's call it the hot shot. Okay, the hot shot.
The hot shot.
Famous for high octane droid races and poker. People still play poker. All right,
What form of poker?
Texas Hold'em.
No one ever evolves.
It's like Robert. Texas Hold'em is like blue jeans. Okay, it's immortal.
I think. Never mind.
Blue jeans have been
Not gonna
around for
get-
like a century, right, guys?
Yes.
All right.
Longer than that, I think.
Yeah. Texas Hold'em is like blue jeans in this setting. It became a cultural touchstone and somehow it never left.
Jeans as we know them today were invented in 1873.
There you go. 150 years.
They were in the form of overalls for longer, though. Pretty sure.
Then even better.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, let's go to the hot shot.
The hat shot. You gotta say it like that. The hat shot.
No, I'm good.
I have some gambling I'd like to do.
All right. Let's go gambling. Oh, I want something moodier than this. Where's my moody music? No, that's not right.
Can you play Now's Your Chance to?
No, what? No, I'm not doing that.
Do 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 do.
This is fine, I guess.
Swanky.
Yeah. The hot shot.
I'm playing Now's Your Chance to on my own tab. Though.
Neon lights, chips clacking, and in the circle, the center, a giant drone racing track. Those are real ghosts in there. Those probably aren't legal. No one cares. Only thing people care about? Who you betting on? Your contact is called Orochi. They
Roach?
are an interesting individual. Who's taking the lead here?
Not me.
Yes, you.
No.
Cole, I hate to break it to you, but your character's specialty is talking to people.
I was talking to people. Yeah, I know. Alright, I guess I'm taking the lead.
I
According-
would like to head to one of the tables and start betting money.
Yeah, do you want to bet real coin?
Yes, I would like to bet a coin. I would like to start cheating as well. By I'll get there when we get there. Actually.
Yeah.
I'm getting ahead of myself.
I know. You want to bet coin. You can also bet reputation, by the way.
Alright.
Orochi is... okay, so, Rabbit, actually, what are you doing before that?
What do you mean?
Are you with, Shah? Are you with,
I'll stick with Shah.
are
I'm
you...
like okay with those skills.
You can run off and do your own thing, too. No?
I think unless he gets distracted, he would want to support Shah because he I mean, Shah has some kind of vendetta against Kageyama, no?
Yeah.
Or thinks they have information?
You don't know exactly what it is, but by the grim way he talks about them and the face he makes, it's pretty clear.
Yeah, I don't want to leave him alone with them.
So, you both venture to the table where Orochi is already enjoying a glass of wine, seemingly sitting by themselves. Orochi is basically like a porcelain doll android. They're known as a whole, the setting equivalent of full cybernetic person, the only remnant of the human being the ghost that was implanted. There's something ominous about Orochi, and it takes both of you a while to figure it out. You both figured it out through different means. By examining the hardware, Rabbit, you're able to come to this conclusion, and by the way that they talk and by the mood swings, Shah, your detective senses note it pretty clearly. Orochi is two ghosts in one shell. There's a husband and there's a wife, both of them piloting the same body.
That's weird.
This porcelain shell covers basically a writhing mess of machinery underneath that can only barely be glimpsed. Sort of metal tentacles writhing and twisting beneath a very stiff, unmoving, sort of poker-faced, one solid sculpted plate facade. Orochi introduces himself and asks, first of all, why the music was not on loop, even though Gabe so specifically requested it. There we go. Hello, I am Orochi. Are you the representative of... And then the face shifts somewhat. The low rollers?
I am, yes.
Very nice to meet you. In a silver...
These bitches married?
What did you say?
Are these bitches married each other?
Pretty much.
How do they get through a single conversation with each other? Like, even before they became one person.
They just take turns.
Orochi himself extends a hand to both of you.
I'll shake their hand.
Cold to the touch, but with some sort of worming motion just underneath the skin.
Oh, that's weird.
You feel the same thing, Rabbit. Oh, actually, Rabbit, you never said you took their hand.
How full is their glass? Or empty, I guess.
It's about half
Is it
full.
half full or half empty?
Yeah.
Never mind.
You don't shake the hand?
Oh, what are you having? No, I changed the subject.
Oh, this is blood of the children.
What is the
name
base
of
of
the wine?
that?
Grapes.
Kind of grim.
Okay, that's good. What an ominous name.
Yes.
Well, is it a red wine?
Yes. Crimson
It's a
red.
white wine.
Somewhat appropriate.
We love red wines.
Speaking for both of you.
Yes, we speak in unison.
Huh. Interesting. So shall we get down to business?
Well, I have yet to learn your names, and you have yet to learn ours.
Oh, yes. Names are important.
You can call me White Rabbit.
They call you Rabbit.
Yeah.
They call me Josie.
And who's your partner?
I'm Otto.
Josie and Otto. Nice
Don't
to
forget
meet
it.
you. Okay. You can call me Shah.
Shah, I like it. It's very refined.
Thank you.
Now, to business. Where are my notes? Give me a second.
Where are my notes?
Where are my notes? Okay. Gang. Where are my notes? Right. Okay. The Orochi presents you with... Okay. This is unacceptable. This music is actually supposed to be on loop. I don't know why it's now looping. Okay. Orochi presents you with an egg-shaped object. It is fractured into 3 to 6 pieces, depending on how you assemble them. They're magnetic, fluid almost. This is the ogre. It is what you might call a demon. A digital consciousness with no human origin.
Ogre's job is to break into the china shop and rebuild some of it for us.
In essence, Ogre will hijack the broadcast signal and intermittently replace the ASCII's broadcast with versions of ours in such a way as to be untraceable.
At the same time, Ogre likes to open cabinets. Ogre will siphon data from whichever terminals you upload him into.
There's a catch, though. Ogre cannot be uploaded to a single terminal completely, nor can you carry him completely. His capabilities are not controllable. You are not to assemble him before all the fragments have been uploaded.
In layman's terms, you can't put Ogre in one terminal only, nor can you store him in one place. Once he's complete, he commences his job swiftly with brutality. He's a bull waiting to be assembled. You gotta put him in different places, and then when he uploads, he'll reassemble in the network. Then you can let him loose.
Does that make sense?
That does make sense.
Good. Then we are in agreement, yes?
I would say so.
Pretty clear.
Do you have any questions at this stage?
Will the broadcast be pretty seamless? You said it's untraceable, but will it be obvious to viewers?
Ogre is designed to select individual targets to replace the broadcast with. He's not doing it to everybody simultaneously. It's not foolproof. People could ask questions, raise their voices, but the point is he's not hijacking the whole broadcast. He's just giving a few people the drug whenever they want it. Intermittent, you know. He's not stealing the whole bowl. He's just sneaking pieces of candy.
I'm sorry. Could you say that with less metaphors?
Ogre is designed to only select a few people out of each broadcast to show the different signal to. By limiting the number of people who are exposed, we're reducing our chances of being caught.
Okay, I got that part. It was just the candy bowl thing, because I thought we were in a china shop.
I thought it made perfect sense.
Okay.
Anyway, do you have any other questions at this time?
I think so. Shah?
No, I think it's pretty cut and dry.
Very good.
Well,
Your target will be the Corona Broadcast Corporation. ASCII possesses insufficient resources to commence broadcast and census activities at once.
ASCII's basically going broke, is how it works.
So, they've contracted Corona Broadcast. You are to visit the broadcast studio, upon which they have 6 different broadcast hubs, or terminals. You need a minimum of 3 to assemble Ogre, but we will pay you bonus coin for each terminal that you are able to upload a fragment of Ogre into.
How many fragments of him are there?
3 to 6. Ogre is quite fluid. And a word of caution, do not refer to Ogre by his name. You are to refer to him as the Payload.
Is it like just a secret, or does the program get offended by the Ogre?
He activates once his name is mentioned.
Okay.
Good question. It's from meta knowledge. It's a 6 terminals for Ogre, but it's after we tap it the information, right?
What?
I thought we were tapping the ghost as well.
No, you're only hitting the broadcast studio. But
Okay, I thought tapping the ghost was part of the job.
oh, it's a proxy.
Okay.
They're not. Kageyama's not foolish enough, to fit fingers directly into the bowl. They just want information. That's all.
Okay.
And basically, Orochi tells you as much. Shah and Rabbit. Not that they are directly seeking ghost information. They want information about the database first, which the broadcast has in spades. The corporation does. Because they are also doing the organizational work. Basically, they send out the advertisements, people come to the studio, they sign up for a time, and then they are outsourced to actual ghost clinics where ASCII will scan them. That's the process.
Understood.
Otto produces a map with his side of the body and presents it to you.
Corona Broadcast Corporation is built like a wheel and spoke. In the center is the office, administration, and lobby buildings, and then connected by tram in 6 directions and circularly are all the broadcast hubs. You can get to any of them by cutting through the middle, but if you want to go around the circle, you have to go one at a time.
Any other questions?
What kind of device is the payload on?
They pointed the egg in front of you. This specialized material will convert into a techno interface, essentially. An anything interface that can interact with any terminal.
That's convenient.
Convenient. Yeah.
It's proprietary. Don't lose it.
Can I pick it up and take a look at it?
Yeah.
I was gonna grab it and be like, "Oh, all yours, Rabbit," and chuck it to them and see how they react to that.
To the outside, it appears to be a featureless, smooth, sort of mercurial fluid that sort of shifts with the light. But when you hold it up to the light directly, you can see that it's almost filled with, like, veins or vessels or nerves or something. Spidery and
Drink it.
like an embryo.
What do you mean drink it? I think the outside is solid, isn't it?
It's like a non-Newtonian fluid. It's sort of jelly-like, but the more you press, the harder it gets.
Interesting.
Should things go awry, you can speak Ogre's name, and he will take care of himself.
Don't let it fall into any other hands.
Of course.
Alright. Anything else you guys want to do?
I'm going gambling.
Alright.
Or are you saying you guys and like those two?
In general. Alright,
I
what
would like to pull up to a table.
you pull up to your table. Is this drone racing or is it poker?
This is poker.
Okay. What are we betting?
Actually no. I like to do drone racing. We'll shake it up. I did poker last time.
Alright, drone racing. What are we betting?
I am betting a coin.
1 coin? Okay.
Yeah.
And there are 6 drones. Which one do you want to bet on?
Tell me about drone number 5.
Drone number
What's
5
drone number 5's name?
is called Fat Piggy. He's Winston and Dark tech, so he's repurposed military equipment. He's rumored to have a dark history.
Yeah, I'll bet on number 5.
Fat Piggy.
Yes. During the race, while everyone's cheering and watching, I would like to finesse to pickpocket anyone else's tickets, trying to finesse a winning ticket or someone who bet on a winning drone out of their pockets.
All right, we'll call this risky great.
Okay. Five.
Success with complication. Here's the success. Between the winning tickets you collected, you got enough people who bet on the winner. Lucky number 7. There is no number 2. There is no number 2. It goes 1, 3, 5, 6, 7. Curious. You get enough people who bet on lucky number 7 to win 2 coin. The complication? Fat Piggy lost. You lose 1 coin. So you're net positive 1.
Alright.
And we'll call that at the time that the drone race finishes, the time that the meeting is wrapping up.
I love good gambles. Sucks that I lost. I could have made it big.
You should have bet on number 7. Out of the 6 drones. Oh, that was a good one. Good one, Gabe.
Surely Fat Piggy's gonna hit this time though.
All right, crew.
Wait, I was gonna ask you. I'm gonna do the same thing but with 2 coins.
No, I'm not letting you bet anymore.
Dang.
Crew, your meeting is wrapping up. Do you have any other questions for Orochi?
Like, I have any questions.
Shah?
I want to check out this device layer, but I'll do that when they're not watching.
Shah? Cole? He's dead.
No, I'm here. Sorry.
Oh.
Yeah, I think I'm good.
Just one more time, quickly go over the format of the building. So there's a central office, and then each terminal is in like a wheel shape around it. Is that right?
Pretty much.
Okay.
There are 6 hubs around 1 central office.
Sounds good to me.
And it's as you approach the crew, Vermin, that the meeting is wrapping up. If you have any questions in character, besides who wants to go gambling,
What's our entry point?
that's up to you, says Orochi.
Do you care if we leave a big mess as long as they don't know it's you?
That is precisely why we are hiring you to be, as you call it, a fall guy.
Hit video game.
Great.
A more proper term would be proxy.
So who are you? Sorry, is this our guy?
We are Orochi. I am Josie.
And I'm Otto.
Vermin, there's like 2 guys in that body.
And you both choose to inhabit the same vessel. Why?
We are married down to our very essence.
Did you marry each other because you ended up in the same vessel, or do you choose to inhabit the same one because you were married?
Briefly, Orochi looks insulted. In the mask switches to like a demon kabuki mask, and you hear only Otto's voice say,
You're not supposed to ask a lady those kind of questions.
Okay. Well then, I guess I won't ask the lady. I'll ask you.
There's a very awkward pause, and then Otto says very bluntly, "We were married first."
Awesome.
Is that Vermin like cocks his head back with like a roguish smile? Cool. Yeah. Sick, bro.
Yeah. How do you guys plan to have kids? Yeah, I'll leave things there and leave, I suppose, unless I can go gambling anymore.
I mean, I'll let you go gambling. I'm not gonna let you earn any more coin.
Damn.
I have a resource curve to worry about. Granted, it's more like a staircase in Blades, but still.
Oh, would I be able to like then just go around talking to people, see if my job earlier in the week, my solo job, is making any waves and how significant the waves are if they're present?
I'll just say yes. No roll required.
Okay.
Factor that into your blank check right there. It's yeah, it's valid.
So is it making waves or?
You know a person who makes waves, and through their reputation, you are known.
Oh, I'm asking about the thing with the Technocracy. If they find out solo job.
Yeah, well, it just so happens that where you are, let me roll a fortune roll here, is neutral to the Technocracy. There is enough overlap between private corporations like the Kageyama Group and small corporations that make up. So, just as a reminder, the Technocracy is a mega conglomerate of like 30 different countries. It's only the standout ones like Kageyama Group that actually stand on their own. There's enough of both that frequent this place that it's kind of neutral.
All right. So, would I be able to start talking to people, see if my job is being talked about, or if they know it's me?
The job is being talked about, but no one knows who it was.
All right. In that case, I'll leave.
Okay. It is time to begin discussing.
Oh wait, one last thing, Gabe. I sent you a message on Discord.
Yeah, was it that meme from earlier?
Yeah.
I saw it. I just I don't have time to respond right now. Sorry. Was there something besides the meme, or?
No, it's fine.
Okay.
Forget about it.
But it's time to discuss the engagement rule. AKA the plan phase. We will start, as all good things start, by discussing what you're actually doing. Allow me to flip through the book here. You can talk if you want.
Alright, well, okay. What type? I need to find the list of the type of jobs.
Yes,
again.
there is assault, deception, stealth, occult, social, and transport. This one depends entirely on your angle of attack, I think, actually.
I would prefer stealth, but I don't know if what everyone else is thinking.
I'm just not the best at. But I could sure try my best.
You basically have violence, trickery, stealth, digital or supernatural attack, social approach, or carrying something, in layman's terms.
Let's just say I only have one positive physical skill, and it's not a sneaky one. Let's just say my only prowess skill is wreck, and I have 1 hit. If we were to put this in game terms, I'm not built for sneaking. Although I guess I could argue some kind of other skill, but...
I mean, you could just talk your way in.
Yeah.
I think the point is just we go in, get out, and no one knows we were there. Or no one knows that we did something there.
Yeah.
What do you think, Shah? Call you alive?
Yeah.
Is there something in your mouth?
Yeah, goldfish.
Goldfish.
My
I like to
bad.
imagine
Crackers, now
that
the
Broken
goldfish.
Shah was eating goldfish crackers during the meeting.
Oh, 100%.
Goldfish is actually its own mega conglomerate in the far future.
Sounds about right. But, I'm not sure. I feel like not making too big of a scene would probably be beneficial for us. Subtlety and whatnot.
Make a scene. Make a scene. Make a scene.
Is there a devil
Amanda's
whisper
vote
in
is
your
on
ear?
making it. Yeah, so Amanda is saying we should make a scene.
I don't mind making a scene, but it's just not as suited to my skill set.
Mine neither.
Bar
I
fight.
know how to
You
make
know.
a scene.
Let me just say that this does not have to be the static
Yeah.
plan, right? This is just like a structure to think about.
Valid.
Like, for instance, you can do both.
How about we approach this by making a scene then? The last two have been burglaries or stealth starts. We'll start by making a scene and we'll end with stealth rather than starting with stealth and ending by making a scene.
Right, so what is the purpose of making the scene then? What is the plan? What is the missing detail of how this will work?
Cause so much chaos here that they won't realize that what we're doing so much damage and they won't realize which piece of damage was their goal.
Is that agreeable to everybody?
Yeah.
This
Rabbit?
feels more like a Bitpunk thing to do than a Kageyama group, but
That's true. Well, they told us they were seeing us as a fall guy, right? So
Well,
not gonna get back to the Kageyamas at all.
I do want to say that it's important that the broadcast is still intact.
That's true.
So, I'm not saying you can't cause chaos, but it's important that the broadcast studio remains functional as part of the Kageyama Group's mission. So this trail of wreckage thing that's been going on for the past two heists may not be as, useful.
I mean, I can build and not only destroy.
oh, you can? I've only seen the one. Let's do stealth then, and then we'll inevitably go. We'll enter quietly and plan to leave quietly, but we don't have to.
Every good plan goes off the rails. Alright, so we'll say stealth. What is the point of entry then?
Well, it's basically a big, the building is basically shaped like the Pentagon, or except it's a hexagon, right?
More or less, yeah.
How about we enter from the top?
How are you doing that?
Drop right in the middle, to the central office, and we would sneakily jump from. I guess how isolated is this building from other buildings?
The dome is a closed space. It's very dense everywhere.
Okay. Yeah, we just jump from building to building, get on top, and head through some either hatch or open door or entrance on the side, or exploit some vulnerability.
On one
Get
condition,
in.
I need a scene where Rabbit uses a laser cutter to cut open a circle of a glass window and then pop it out.
Sure. We'll call that a devil's bargain.
Well, hold on.
Yeah, I put my dick in it. Oh.
Yeah, you're not Rabbit, so. What do you think, Rabbit?
Yeah, I could do that.
You don't have to. It's just a bit.
Well, and then I put my dick in it because it's Rabbit.
Then what? I didn't catch that.
It's a hole in glass, right?
No, not that kind of hole, Rabbit. I mean, I guess, you know. Whatever. You can make two. How about that?
Mold the glass into whatever shape you want.
So that's why you hesitated to repeat what you said.
Glory hole.
I see. Okay. Then let us discuss factors in your favor and factors not in your favor. Of course, you always get 1 die for sheer luck and for daring ventures. So we will start you with 2. Any other things that you think are in your favor, or not that you have to admit them, but against you?
Can I research the eggs some more?
Absolutely you can. What does that look like?
I mean, I would probably tinker with it.
Okay, hey guys, I think Rabbit wants to tinker with it.
Say the line, Rabbit.
Alright, Tinker.
I tinker it.
Alright, Tinker.
I tinker it.
Alright,
I'm
Tinkerbell.
Tinker in my pud.
Hey, I didn't tell you what the position and effective word, Tinker.
Sorry.
Why don't you tink before you act?
I don't tink.
This is desperate?
I'm
Great.
tinkless.
Because
Desperate, great.
Because here's the deal, Rabbit. If you tinker with this thing too much, the mission, you know.
Oh, that's true. Can I use some fine tools on it?
You would be checking your load ahead of time.
It's fine. I use tools all the time.
Okay, then, well, let's
die.
see. What does the thing have to say? This is already great, so...
Do you want to lead a group role for this, so we can help you, give you a better chance of
A fine tool would only give you greater effect. You're already a great.
Don't get an extra die? This is so fucked up.
Maybe you do, I don't know. Sure, why
what I did
not? Sure, why
last
not? You get an extra die. Who cares?
Yippee!
But I do want to know what your loadout is. Normal, light, heavy, and then I do...
It's normal.
Okay, and then I do want you to check those out.
I did.
And then, as a reminder, because you guys have the crew upgrade Thief rigging, you actually get 2 free load, so...
interesting.
Okay, so I have a four dice, guys. We think I have a pretty good chance.
Yeah.
Let's see, baby. Ah,
Yippee!
Yeah, that's
2, 4, 6, and 3.
that's a success with no sort of negative consequence whatsoever, which is what makes the game interesting. Okay. Remind me what...
Ice part. Or I don't want to ruin this part. Ruin the literal, backbone device.
Remind me what you were wanting to do with this.
Just want to know more about how it works.
Yeah.
And maybe give us an advantage in the mission because I better understand the technology. I don't know.
So something
It's shooting ideas out there.
something that really intrigued you about how they mentioned how Ogre worked was that he had a flexible number of fragments. That doesn't really make sense to you because on hard hardware, like circuits and stuff, you could design it so that each partition could combine with each other, but it's kind of a difficult and onerous process, and not as reliable as you might expect. Again, I'm not a computer guy, but I'm sure what I'm saying makes kind of sense. The way that Ogre works is that he's on a literal neural network. Those veins you saw earlier were nerves. Sort of an organic brain is forming Ogre's network, and that's what allows him to split into a flexible number of fragments. Because brains are not structured in such hard constraints as computers are. How does this help you? Well, now that you know how Ogre works, you could talk to it, manipulate it, develop it further if you wanted, or, perhaps use it for unintended purposes. At the very least, it's in your favor, so we'll add an engagement die. If there's anything you want to do at the moment or later, well, now you know. In fact, that self-destruct sequence they mentioned, who's to say you couldn't salvage something? Anyway. Anyone else want to say things that would help you out? Perhaps your plan exposes a vulnerability in the structure or the corporation? Maybe you have friends or contacts, or there are outside elements.
I have a quick question. Since we're infiltrating the broadcast, we'll have no access. We won't be able to access the actual Ghost network, right?
What do you mean?
Like,
Oh, no.
We wouldn't be able to tap into any of the actual ghosts obtained from this.
Unless the Corona broadcast studio had access to some of the ghosts, not saying they do or do not. If that were the case, you would be able to. But as a simple answer, no. Corona broadcast is not ASCII, so they do not have a database.
Okay.
But they're working very closely together. You never know.
I would like to go to Frake, a locksmith friend of mine, and see if I can scout out what sort of security, if they have done any work for the broadcast company, if they know what sort of security measures they employ, or if they've done anything for them.
All right. We shall make... Is this a friend or a neutral?
This is a neutral.
All right.
It'd be like sway for that?
I was going to make a fortune roll, but yes, you absolutely can sway him. We'll call this risky standard.
Would I be able to trade position for effect on the condition that, like, I don't get to say the condition. I was just gonna say maybe he doesn't like me or something, but I guess you decide that.
I decide the condition. Yeah.
Okay. Can you tell me what a devil's bargain look like for that?
Devil's bargain for this.
Well,
Hold on. There's not really much ways of talking to somebody to go wrong. What are some other little wrinkles? Little stinkles of a man?
He just doesn't like me anymore. I don't know.
That's boring. Actually, well, I have a fun idea. Let's consult the rest of the table. Ren, Cole, do you have any fun ideas for a devil's bargain? I guess that's a no.
Maybe he gets wise to why I'm asking.
I'll give you a devil's bargain. You get an extra die, but the crew gains heat.
Heat with who?
In general.
Oh, in general?
Heat is not faction status.
Really
Heat is your global faction. Like, it's your global wanted level, basically.
And we're close to being wanted already, right?
Well, you are 3 pips away from reaching wanted level 1.
And how many pips would I accrue?
Just
for this
one.
bargain? Just one? Sure.
Alright, you can
Damn.
answer. What did you say, Ren?
I just said damn.
Oh. Did you have an objection?
No.
Okay.
Mara can do what he wants.
Alright.
Oh, how very interesting. I get to add heat, yes.
We get heat every mission anyways, seeing as how many explosions we cause.
Yeah, but
We got like, what?
We were gonna
got,
do
like,
less
what, 4 or 5
explosions
heat?
this time.
this was very easily a 2 heat operation, but that's okay.
Well, didn't you say we got like 4 heat off of the last heist.
Out of your last 2, you got 3 and 3, so you're at 6 out of 9.
Yeah.
Actually, in the last heist, it was just because you killed somebody that you got that bonus point. You would have
We're
been.
not supposed to kill people?
I mean, Red, you can do whatever you want.
They literally come back from the dead. They have backups. It's not a big deal.
Not everyone.
Anyone reasonable?
Vermin, is your ghost in the database?
Nope. Well, I'm not reasonable. No one misses me when I die.
Okay. A 5. That's success with complication. My favorite kind. He tells you this. They're all pin locks. So, they rotate the password every month. If you know the password for this month, you're good. If you weren't up to date, good luck. Each of the password locks, the buttons have fingerprint scanners on them, so that's the complication.
Alright. I would say that additional information would allow me to prepare my find lockpicks I get for free every heist. You'll prepare.
Your reward is another die to the engagement.
Oh, okay. I was trying to phrase my preparation as another die, but yeah, you just got it covered.
Oh, okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I was just adjusting my thieving tools I was bringing along this time to be specialized for these locks.
Ah, very nice, very nice. Doth anyone else have an argument to make? I don't think that there's a no. I shall roll. We are at 4. Oh, did you have something to say, Cole?
No, I'm just confirming that I have nothing.
Oh, okay. Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay, we're at 4 dice.
You're obsessed with these guys, aren't you?
With who?
Kageyama.
Kageyama.
I'm
I would have thought you would have more to say about them.
No, most of what I have to say is hopefully going to be figured out once we actually get started.
Alright. 4 dice. Agreeable?
Yep.
Alright. Here goes. That's a
Banger.
6! Nice. Okay. Mike, cue the music. And make sure it edits this time, would you? I would make sure it loops this time. Perfect. It's nighttime in Nirvana. While people fall asleep, the criminals stay awake. Right now, you are doing a charitable interpretation of urban parkour. Running amongst neon signs, damp water towers on top of apartment buildings, and kind of Spider-Man style in it, you know? I don't have to describe it to you, whatever's in your head is the cooler image anyway. You make your way towards the top of Corona Broadcast Studios. It is built like a hexagon. Each of the terminals, the broadcast hub, is sort of radiating out from the central circle like the rays of a sun. There is a large glass dome in the center that is just begging for a certain someone to take their certain tool and insert a certain thing into it.
That is me.
And that is you. Would you like to describe to everyone how you do it?
Oh, I was making a sex joke.
Yeah, I was too. That's okay. You don't have to tell everybody how you do it.
No.
Okay, that was not as funny as I thought it would be, sorry. You take your laser cutter, you cut out a hole in the dome, and then you set up the Mission Impossible kind of repelling wire. You land yourselves right sort of in the central hallway. There's an elevator that runs up and down along the center of the complex, and there is easy access from the floor you are on to all the trams, radiating out to the different studios. Luckily for you, no one is in the hallway right now. You have free opportunity. What do you do?
Let's go. Are we splitting up with separate fragments, or are we all going together at once?
Splitting up might be smart.
Please don't split up.
Never mind.
We had too much of that last time. I mean, you can if you want. I'm not going to stop you, but just...
Isn't Blade like the game designed for splitting up, though?
I mean, yes and no. Like, yes, it's not as dangerous to split up, but, I mean, people still have to wait their turn, you know? If you guys are fine with that, you can do whatever you want. I just am saying again that I felt like there was a lot of waiting for turns last time, so...
Let's stick together, then. I have a feeling that staying as a group in this stealth mission is going to be helpful.
Okay, you can split up if you want. I'm just saying, you know? I'm just saying.
Yeah. So we're in the central office right now, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
I would...
if you have any questions, Orochi explained more than I told you earlier, so just ask.
Okay. I guess we'll start with the north and go clockwise from there.
The northern hub is the... auditorium. They use it to make a lot of music, and then they broadcast it on, like, streaming services and the like.
Okay. That's gonna hit a whole lot of normies.
Does Vermin say that?
I'm waiting for any quip or retort or any conversation back.
Awesome.
Awesome. Let's go to the auditorium, guys.
Onward.
Okay. We are in the auditorium.
In the auditorium.
Are you... what does it look like when you reach the auditorium by tram? Are you, like... well, how are you approaching? Sneaky? Can you describe that to me in actionable terms?
No, I'm not sneaking. I'm just being low key.
I would like to prowl towards the auditorium.
Alright, are you alone doing this?
I don't know, am I?
With you.
Alright, so is this a group action, or how are you?
I ain't leading the group action for you guys on prowling.
Oh, we all prowl? Oh, I shouldn't prowl, sorry.
I'm decent at
I would actually
prowl.
hinder you.
There are other ways of being sneaky. You just need to unlock the creativity of your mind. Or of your special ability.
Alright, I'm prowling alone for now. They call me the Prowler.
Are you guys fine with letting him scout ahead?
Yeah.
We're still on a comms network, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just assume that you are, unless I say otherwise. Because it's stupid not to be. Alright.
Okay.
This is, controlled standard.
4.
4. Me thinks that's success with complication. You enter into the auditorium.
Sorry, could you go back to the other page? The reference page 1?
Fine.
Thank you. Sorry, I just... Alright.
Yeah, I guess you can withdraw if you want, if you're like a baby or whatever.
No, I don't care. I'm fine with this result. I just wanted to see the teamwork options again.
Okay, very good. You're in the auditorium. a large stage with a lot of like lights and chairs and recording equipment. On the stage is a beautiful woman in a casual dress singing an opera. She looks familiar to some of you. Her voice rings like a bell, rich with dulcet and nostalgic tones. It's the same singer that was at the casino, basically, the greedy demon. There's a platoon of real instrumentalists behind her playing. Their songs are diverse and colorful. Metal, flesh, wood, strings, and brass all melt together into beautiful art. It's very loud in here.
It's also very expensive. Wood? Wow.
It is. There is a recording studio behind the auditorium with one of those large glass panes. There's like displays on it, but through the transparent parts you can see people operating some kind of computer. The light in here is very bright.
I'll quickly send a report so that the people back behind me will know what to expect when they get here. Otherwise, I'll just stay in the shadows that the bright light creates.
Outside of the central stage, where the lights do not point, there are shadows. You creep quietly. Where are you creeping?
I started heading towards that office where that person working on the computer device or terminal was.
There's a team of about 3 or 4 people in the recording studio, milling about, talking. One of them is like casually leaning against the wall, drinking something out of a mug. One of them is wearing headphones, adjusting with some dials or levers on what looks like a very complicated console.
Does it seem like it's a radio setup where they talk and are like hosting a show, or do they like the tech team?
It looks more like a tech team. Their casual tone makes you think they don't have an audience.
Okay. I'll wait for our talker or destroyer to get here.
Talker, destroyer, how are you getting there? Don't forget, Blades is about pulling things out of your butt, so if you feel like unprepared, pull something out of your butt. This is a little too solemn. Let's go back to... Talker Wrecker, do you have any ideas? Besides drawing,
Oh, those are legs. I was really confused on what I was looking at.
I'm drawing someone pulling shit out of their butt.
I wish I could see that happen.
Frick.
Orochi debriefed you on pretty much everything there is to know about the broadcast studio. You need only come up with the idea yourself.
Well, Rabbit's got the egg, right?
Yeah. I assume so.
So let's go find things to plug it into.
Vermin has helpfully pointed out that there is a large terminal and a recording studio behind the auditorium, the stage where the singer and the instrumentalists are playing. It's a closed, small room, soundproof walls, 3 to 4 people inside. You need only get there. And request access, of course.
I'm sure I could talk my way into that room.
What's the plan?
Is there like someone posted by the door for like running guard duty or something?
Well, the door to the recording studio or to the auditorium?
To the recording studio.
Not someone standing guard, but there are people inside it who would ask you questions, of course. And to get there, you must first walk through the auditorium.
I could pose as like a repairman and be like, "Hey, somebody saying something with him."
Where's the leak, ma'am?
Pizza.
You know, I could probably pull that off better. I mean, I have like 2 in consort, but I actually like have tinkering skills and probably I wear like coveralls.
Okay.
That's fair.
Look like a mechanic.
I would not charge you a stress cost for coveralls as a disguise, because you probably already had them.
Yeah. That's what I wear.
So
I mean, if anything, I could just be like the guy showing you the room, because my sway is 3, so I'm very good at convincing people.
And I've already got tools on me. I'm just carrying them around. I'm like, hey, just here to fix it.
Oh wait, we forgot to lock in our loads, didn't we?
I already did, but
I assumed everybody did.
I'm running a light load.
Oh, cool.
I'll do it this time.
Same thing as last time, normal?
Yeah.
Don't forget you have +2 load from your crew feature. Thief rigging. So.
I know. We run heavy loads.
Yeah, Cole loves heavy loads. Anyway. You guys are approaching as a team of repairman and guys showing repairman around?
Like club security, being like, "Hey, this guy needs in to repair stuff."
Ah. Now that you mention it, Shah, Orochi did tell you that blue coats, a very light number of them, do security here.
Hold on, I blend right in.
Your old police jacket would be just enough. The right thing.
Yeah.
I should say your name is Darmot.
Can you explain this to me in actionable terms?
Well, we walk up to the door, and I knock on the door. I'm guessing someone comes to open it.
Oh, you're describing this in real time?
I
Sure thing.
think that's the easiest.
As you and Rabbit walk through, thanks to your disguise, not really disguise, nobody questions you. You knock on the door, one of the guys with the headsets takes it off, looks at you briefly with kind of a confused look, and then walks over and opens the door. Oh yeah, who are you?
I'm going to use sway to convince this man that someone called about something being broken with one of the consoles, and that the tech guy just needs to take a peek at it really quick.
You need merely say...
I'm supposed to look it over.
Oh, what was that, Rabbit?
I'm supposed to look it over.
Okay. You just need to say, I sway him. You don't need to say, I use sway.
Oh, I sway him.
Yeah. I try to sway him into thinking this or that, so on and so forth. Just the way the game works, and it's supposed to help immersion, so I'm supposed to be the babysitter about it. You understand.
Fair enough.
I would call this... This is a good approach, but there's a factor you don't know about, so this is risky. This is a great effect, though.
Okay.
Yippee!
Wow.
That's good. I'm glad that happened.
The guy looks you up and down and says, oh yeah, you must be the new janitor then.
Is he looking at me when he says that?
Yes, he is.
So I'm the new janitor.
Yeah, maintenance broke down once that video game studio went kaput, so we haven't had a proper janitor for quite a while. We used to have tons of them running around, now we just got the one. So it's good to get you on board. He shakes your hand.
Nice to meet you.
One of the guys who's sitting at the...
Arthur.
Arthur? Nice to meet you, Arthur. My name's John.
I introduced myself.
Jonathan. Yeah.
I've seen you around.
Well, this is Timothy. That's Zalva.
Wait. What's the risk if I like look him up and down and like consort a little?
Well.
I say nice to meet you, Jonathan.
I would call it risky standard. This is a complete unknown.
Damn. what? I think he would do it.
He's a little rugged.
4 and 3.
You look him up and down. You do it.
He's got that
Yeah.
tech guy stink.
All right. Well, there's just
My
a little.
aura is rancid. It's just great.
There's just a little something about Jonathan and the way he talks. I don't know. And the way he shook your hand, that little finger wiggle he did. You remember
He
before,
tickled the palm of my hand.
before the cascade, there was some signal that these people used to communicate with each other. Perhaps it wasn't quite lost to time. He gives you a sort of look that says, "Not now, maybe another time," and proceeds to introduce the rest of the team. Right, I'm Jonathan. That's Timothy. That's Frank, and that's Zalzax.
Nice to meet you all.
Zalzax is sitting at the console. He raises his hand. What up?
Or is it the console I'm supposed to look at?
Yeah, Zalzax rubs his hands on his pants. They're quite sweaty. The high pitch control. It's not working. She's got such a beautiful voice, but we're trying to isolate only the high tones, but the terminal's not doing it.
Well. Let me see what I can do.
What do you do?
Can I just tinker with it? And this is where I like put the egg on it, right?
You can put your egg on it?
I'm like confirming I'm supposed to put the egg on it, right?
I mean,
That's all I'm supposed to.
some of this is up to your judgment. They said that
one
they
of
were
terminals.
broadcast terminals. Does this look like a broadcast terminal to you?
It's a console. I mean, they say sound. I guess maybe it's more of a speaker, isn't it?
There is like a conspicuous port off to the side. It's just begging for something to insert into it.
Oh, okay. But is it like in a conspicuous way I would have to do it, or I could do it inconspicuously while looking around?
That depends on how you want to action this. You tell me.
I think I just tinker.
Okay, but what does that look like? You can't just say, I used my tinker skill and the problem disappears.
Well, I think I'd open up my toolbox, and I would say I'd put the egg in there so it's a little bit more fits in. And I would kind of palm it, I guess, while I'm handling other stuff.
Okay.
And be working on looking at the tech inside. And I might as well actually look at the issue as well as sneak my hand over to put the egg in the port.
Yeah. So you're kind of
tinkering.
Performing sleight of hand as a tinker.
Yeah.
I didn't tell you your position or effect.
I didn't mean to roll it. I was just trying to fix my dice because I have to add more. Like I'm tinkering.
You made a good impression. This is controlled standard.
Yippee! Yippee!
Nice.
Okay. You sort of palm the egg in, and as it sort of pushes against the port, you can feel it morph in your hand. It's a little unsettling. And when you remove your hand, it looks like any normal kind of flash drive. You tinker with the console a little bit, open up the panels, you tink around. You love to tink.
I love tinking.
The problem is very simple. It looks like somebody had kicked the underboard of the console. A couple ports came loose, and someone thought it was clever to duct tape it in place. Luckily for you, everything's color-coded, and because you have half an ounce of sense in this sort of work, you know what goes where. It's an easy fix. You put all the wires into the ports where they're supposed to be, and when you look back up, the egg drive is gone. As if it had fed itself into the machine.
Okay, I was about to say, did they fucking take it? But...
The Zalzax goes, right on, my man! Thanks! Jonathan slips you a note.
Alright, thank you. And I'll wink at him as I close up my box and I head out.
Shah?
It's all taken care of now.
Shaw's busy looking over the guys as well.
Shah's eating some goldfish, probably.
So that was one instance of the payload.
Yes, the payload. Very good.
And we need to get 3 more. I almost said his name.
A minimum of 3, maximum of 6, depending on what you think you can handle.
Like Beetlejuice. Oh, I thought you meant number of times you said the name.
No.
Like Beetlejuice. Don't say it wrong. Okay.
You're proceeding to walk out?
Let's go. Oh wait, can I look at the note that Jonathan gave me?
Yeah, it's got his number on it.
Nice.
You're walking out?
Keep that for later. Yeah.
The musicians are taking a quick break when you walk out, and the singer casts her eye in your direction. I'm sorry, she says with a voice clear as a bell in your direction, Rabbit. Do I know you?
I'm one of the new janitors.
No, I think we've met before.
I think I'd remember somebody like you.
Oh, you. I swear it was at a casino or something. You must be a friend of, you know...
Not a gambler.
No, not a gambler. You know Voxanne, right? You were Voxanne's friend.
Her name's not ringing a bell.
You're lying to her?
Oh, wait. Voxanne?
Yeah, she used to be... let's call her an escort.
Yeah, you know, I just got this new job.
Oh,
No, I know who Voxanne is.
That's wonderful. How is she doing, by the way? I haven't seen her since the
This is a
casino
little bit more
night.
stable. You know, I also haven't seen her since the casino night.
Oh dear, that's not good. Ah, she's quite a troublemaker. I worry about her sometimes.
Yeah.
Well, you look busy, you and your friend over there, she says with a playful smile in Shah's direction.
Yeah, you know, new job, new numbers, am I right?
Yeah, all about those numbers, right?
Well, not like statistics.
She
I mean,
casts a
like,
knowing glance towards the
contact numbers.
towards the recording studio. Anyway, we're about to start again. It was nice seeing you.
Good luck.
And, stay out of trouble, rascal, she says to you, Shah.
What was that about?
What do you mean?
Did you actually know that person?
She saw me at one of our other gigs.
Oh.
I remember the casino. Whatever, the Green Goblin.
Greedy demon.
The Green Goblin.
What is
Started with 3.
You took that Spider-Man quote to heart, didn't you?
Greedy Demon, yeah, so it's Greedy Demon.
The poker table, as they called me, like the Goblin Mask.
Any other questions for Rabbit Shah?
That's all I got. Let's find another terminal.
Prime detective skills. Alright, Vermin, what are you doing?
I am going to. Could I get a quick rundown on which direction would have, if any? I assume our contact told us this. Orochi, which direction, if any, would have any read access to or download capabilities of any ghosts that might have been in either the previous census or the current census?
If there's anything about anything like that, it's all happening in the center hub, the office. They have all the organizational work. In fact, on the bottom floor is where the lobby with all the organizing and scheduling going on. It's not impossible that some information was fed the wrong way, but you never know.
In that case, I'd like to start making my way back to the central hub, and I'd like to start snooping around in there. I would like to either I guess I'll wait till a problem arises before I do any actions.
Snooping around as usual, I see.
Yeah. I'd like to see if there's a way to download a specific person's, or first look if a specific person's ghost exists.
Okay, we'll get to that in a second. What are the other two doing?
Should we find another? Where would our best bet for another computer be? Mentioned something about an office space.
Well, Orochi mentioned that out of the 6 broadcast hubs, each of them should have a terminal. But it also strikes you as odd that the central command center wouldn't have a terminal as well. Perhaps there's actually 7.
Interesting. Well, let's.
Can you describe Hubba in actionable terms for me?
Sorry, I yawned.
I'm just messing with you.
What? Do I see any of the other blue coats around?
They are on slow patrol around the 6 hubs. You know, because Orochi told you. But I was going to get to Robert in a second. There are a large amount occupying the central hub, and then a small amount doing patrols around the outer spokes.
I was thinking I could maybe go and talk to one of them and be like, "Hey, I'm new. Remind me where the break room is."
Yes, you did get a map from Orochi, so you do know where the break room is.
Oh, okay, then never mind. We're good.
So are you all going back to the center hub then?
I mean, yeah. Did we meet up?
Rabbit?
Yep.
Okay. You make your way to the bottom floor because that's where all the action is, of course. And... no, I don't want this song. There we go. You're met with red carpets, golden, railings, and lots of camera and paparazzi. Corona Broadcast Corporation is pretty much the only broadcast corporation in the Dome. Monopoly is a theme here, unfortunately, and they make a lot of money. They're a pretty good organization. They have good reporting standards, and they usually tell the truth, but they're not immune to being paid off. No one is. On the main floor, the lobby, there are red carpets stretching in many directions. You know the layout because you have the map. Nor the back of the hub is where the break room is and where most of the police force occupies when they are not patrolling or occupying space. The center lobby is reserved right now with long queues and lines for people signing up for census. A small amount of data processing is done on this floor, and then a lot of it is sent to the administrative floors above for trade with ASCII, basically. So, those are your 2 data vulnerabilities, Vermin. The point of capture is on the main floor, and then the trading point is on the administrative floors above.
Yeah.
For Shah, most of the police force, most of the blue coats are on this floor, because this is where all the people are. All the riffraff, the folks who are coming in from the street and asking to be scheduled for their census scan.
Sense.
What do you want to do?
Could we just observe to see where they're taking people for the scans, and then just follow them?
As a reminder, this is only scheduling. People come in after they see the ads, they sign up. Corona does all the data processing, and then they outsource to the actual government clinics for scanning.
Well, but they've got to be putting the... They're putting the appointments into something.
They are. That's where the small bit of data processing on this floor is. Adjacent to the break room kind of area, there is a small office space where people are processing all the entry data and then sending it up to the administrative floors where it's checked and then traded with ASCII. So if you're looking for...
We could run Well, go ahead. Sorry.
If you're looking for demographics, this is the floor to be on. Demographics being who, what, where, when.
What to do? How do we get access to one of these computers? Anyone have any ideas?
I have my own thing I'm trying to do right now. Slightly unrelated to the mission.
Boo.
Oh, okay. Rabbit?
Ren?
Rabbit?
Maintenance again?
I mean, that's kind of what I was thinking. It worked so well the first time. Do we just run with the same
I
bit?
maintenance, I flirt, I leave.
The bit's so nice they did it twice.
I mean, hey, at least you're being consistent, so your character, your disguise can't be questioned easily.
How does this guy have a new janitor in so many places? Yeah, I can't, I don't have...
We could run with just like...
close to it.
Hey, this is one of the server guys. He's just coming down to check something out really quick. They just need access to your computer for a minute.
From higher up. From higher up. Could I have some, for documents, could I have like a name badge that I flash at them that like has the logo or something from the company so I seem a little bit more credible?
I would say one stress.
It does feel kind of... What?
One stress and it's all yours.
It's in gear.
Oh, it is? You can just check it off?
Documents is.
Oh, I didn't know that. Alright. Yeah, of course.
Yippee! Okay, so I have a name badge and I'll flash at them.
Thanks, Cole.
And be like, yeah, I'm from the...
From up top.
From up top.
From up top. I'm from up top, basically.
I'm just doing some server maintenance. Flash it up, go on in, and I guess I'll just consort my way in.
What's your cover story, Shah?
I'm bodyguard.
Oh, right.
Man has a very important mind. Must be protected.
Just always.
Not so much the mind, it's what the mind knows.
Alright, Vermin, what's the side quest?
I would like to head up to the administrative room and see. I don't actually know if we established Shadow's real name. I would like to see if I can download a ghost from a former census. Not the one that happened recently, but from a previous one. Assuming they went through the same channels. And get a downloaded ghost of just Shadow. The last time he did a census.
Okay. Alright. Can you describe that to me? You know how the rest of the quote goes.
Yes. I would like to prowl my way through the building.
Guys, the Prowler wants to prowl some more.
Yeah. And along the way,
Well,
if there are
Robert
any
doesn't. I'm gonna garbage it.
and along the way, if there are any roadblocks or locks or devices I need to open, I would like to finesse them.
So
using find lockpicks.
Okay, so we'll cover your thing first because the first section will be very short. I'm not gonna make you roll prowl anymore unless there's a significant new obstacle. The outcome's pretty clear.
Alright.
Even without the gift of foresight, we all know. I will make you roll finesse for that lock though, because the administrative offices are locked behind pin pad.
Okay. Do I get any bonus for using find lockpicks?
It is controlled great. Between the information you had beforehand and your find lockpicks, this is a nigh impossible to lose outcome. Oh. Interesting. That's what we like to see. Success with complication. I think I like this game. You have one of them fancy little machines, Vermin, that puts in the code for you. You don't even have to put your finger on the pin pad. You sneak around the side of the cover, jimmy open the port, plug in your thing, and it brute forces every code possible until it wins. Corona's got money, they spend it on the wrong things, like public domain television and podcasts. They should really spend more money on security, you think?
Should spend more money on Marvel movies.
The administration floor is yours to pilfer, which we will come back to. Mr. Janitor, Mr. Bodyguard.
Suck.
Alright,
You-
let me in.
Are met by a similar problem. The guard who is guarding the data processing office is on the main floor. Greets you in a friendly way, but there's a pin pad right in front of you. And he looks at you expectantly, like you're supposed to know it or something.
Is this we're walking through something that needs to be unlocked with the pin pad?
There's a door to go where you went with the pin pad. Through the glass, you can see people sitting at cubicles and typing away.
Oh. Could I do a flashback where I have contacts in the blue coat still, and one of them has like a part-time job here, and just I convince him to give me the code?
Yeah, I want to do kind of a hybrid devil's bargain here, though. I will reduce the stress cost for you if this guy wants you to be a teetotaler. He wants
me to do what?
He wants you to go to AAA. Or, he wants you to be off the drink, the sauce.
Alcoholic.
Sure, whatever.
Alright, I will make this free. At the stipulation that you put down, what's his name? Harvey on your contact list as the guy who's keeping track of my drinking habits. A blue coat. You can make him negative.
I don't think it's negative.
Okay,
Brother's just trying to take care of me.
That's up to you then.
Cool. I walk up and just go, "How's it going?" Type in the number.
He greets you with that steely glare that I was describing earlier, and then he breaks out like it's a prank. He goes, what was your name? Cyrus! Long time no see, buddy. That's another joke for you. He does the finger guns where he like pokes you in the stomach. Bam, bam, bam!
Thanks for that. And then I'll just be like, you gotta put on the hard face. Put on a good show for the people hiring you, right?
Oh yeah, you know how it is. No smiles, no teeth, just gunmetal and grit, right? But you know a thing or two about that, right? Wouldn't you? And he kind of wraps your metal stomach a little bit. All right.
Thanks for the reminder.
Say, how's it going? With the thing. And he gives you like kind of a sad look.
Well, I'm working on it. Progress is slow but sure.
Cyrus,
it's taking time.
He grabs you sincerely by the shoulders. I need more than I'm working on it, pal. I need you to take this seriously.
I am taking it seriously. I just have a lot going on right now.
Well, buddy, those bags in your eyes are telling me something different.
His shoulder be like, "Don't worry, we've been together."
We?
And I'd never let him drink around me.
We? Who's this
We're
we?
like together.
Like together? Or?
No. That's what I'm saying. It's not. We're not together. I'm just
Oh,
saying,
okay.
like, we work together.
Oh, okay.
Just some new friends that I've met who work to keep me accountable and that sort of stuff. Oh,
I see how it is. New friends don't need old Harvey anymore.
That's not what I said. You still help.
Cyrus, you're yanking my chain, man.
I am.
You're busy. I'm busy. It's the day to day, man. It's just how it is.
That's what I like about you, Cyrus. You tell it like it is.
You're welcome.
Anyway.
Alright, I gotta get.
Well, hold on. I want to meet this new friend of yours.
Oh, jeez.
What's your name, big guy?
Me?
Yeah, you. You see any other big guys here?
Arthur.
Besides Cyrus, of course.
Oh, I'm not that big.
Wow.
His name is Pedro.
It's about how big the man is, it's about how big his soul is, Soul.
I just said my name was Arthur.
No, I was joking. I was joking. I didn't say that.
Arthur Pedro? What is that? Mixed heritage?
Oh, Pedro Pascal. That's what you meant.
Pedro Pascal. I knew a couple Pascals on the force. Good people. Good people. He looks you up and down. You must be the new janitor.
That's me.
Yeah, maintenance has been going on the fritz. They gotta replace that thing soon.
Oh my god.
Okay, you guys look busy. You surely don't want the whole story. He says, like, looking off to the side. Surely you don't want to hear the full story. Okay, fine. You actually don't, I guess.
Please go on.
Oh, you don't have to humor me. You actually don't want to hear it. You can just go in. And he punches in the
we got work to do.
Alright. I'm sure we'll discuss it later. Not over drinks.
No, of course.
Yeah. Alright, good seeing you, pal. And he gives you a smack on the butt.
Okay. Thanks, Harvey.
Yeah!
Why don't I get to smack you on the butt?
I'm sorry, we're not on those terms yet.
No, I said that to Shah. Like as we're walking away.
Different circumstance. Different circumstances. I'm not a fan.
Sorry.
It's unwanted physical affection in the workplace.
People are at their desks, working on computers. Thin panes of glass with sort of heads-up displays displaying information, and light-projected keyboards on stale plastic desks. Despite the cool music played in the background, it's pretty calm in here. What do you do? Alright, well, if you guys don't want to do anything, we'll switch to Vermin then.
Well, what's in the room when we walk through the door?
I told you, people working at computers,
Oh, sorry, yeah.
panes of glass acting as monitors, like projected keyboards, kind of a calm atmosphere.
Is there any computers without people at them?
Yes, near the back.
Alright, let's go to one of those. We don't have to fight someone to let us on their computer, we can just plug it in.
You go to the computer?
Yeah.
Alright. I think now...
Coming over the comm, you can't just plug it in any old computer, it's gotta be into a terminal.
No, I guess. Thank you for the reminder. Is there a terminal in here? Are any of the computers standing out at all?
Oh, good question.
Oh, I would probably need a survey for that.
Alright, I was just gonna roll. Yeah. Why don't you make a survey?
I survey the room to see if there's a computer.
Controlled standard.
Or a terminal. Oh, whoops, one too many.
That's fine. Well, at least one of those fives was in there.
Yeah, we'll just get rid of that one.
Here's a little secret. I like when there's a success with a competition. It's fun. Alright, I admit it. I'm glooby sometimes. Okay.
I'm bloopy.
I'm gloopy sometimes. Everyone's a little gloopy sometimes.
I'm bluey.
I'm bluey sometimes. Alright. Here's the success. There is a terminal in this room. Orochi's schematics must not have been up to date, because clearly they're missing a lot of information about what is actually going on. The abandoned video game studio, whatever is going on with maintenance, which people are talking about maintenance like a proper noun, like it's a person or something. And there's a terminal in this room. In front of this terminal is an important looking woman. She's got straight, short black hair. She's standing with an air of authority. And she's clearly bossing people around. Her tone of voice reminds you of a teacher you had when you were a kid.
Ew. I don't like that. Well, I guess let's go try to get on her terminal.
You approach?
Yeah.
Alright. Vermin! Buddy, old pal. You are in the administration floor. And unbeknownst to you, the boss is not in her office right now. And then you walk up to her office and you see that the boss is not in her office.
Okay, perfect. I'd like to try and download an old Shadow ghost.
You were correct. Whether it was the gift of foresight from your simulcast, a good guess, or just your hunch, or just lucky, there has been too much exchange of information. The boss's computer has write access to the ghost databases. She can modify, she can download, she can do whatever. As suspicious as that is, it is simultaneously suspicious and relieving to find that Shadow, his first name being Len, has no ghost in the database. Like Mentor, like Protege. That is not to say that in Corona's base there is no mention of him, though.
Okay. Otherwise, I would, while I'm in here, I'd like to, search for any similar terminals or, access points from the boss's computer. That if I could access anything remotely in here.
She has access to all the surveillance equipment on all the intercoms. She does not have direct access to the broadcasts. Something about the way that the building was set up. It's an old building. It's hard to say. But, yeah, she's got access to all the security equipment, basically. And she's got, like, monitors viewing all the studios simultaneously. And intercoms. Powerful tools in the right hands.
Sorry, give me a second to go through gear. Is there like a doohickey or a gizmo I could just have as a piece of gear? I'm trying to would it be tinkering tools, I guess, to basically just give me remote access to this so I could adjust settings or turn things on and off remotely.
I think that's a little bit much for your loadout. I would want flashback.
Would I be able to flashback to having Rabbit make that for me?
Rabbit, do you find that agreeable?
Sure, I can make it.
What is you making that look like?
Probably just tinkering.
oh, joy. Risky standard.
Oh, I have to actually tinker?
Yeah. You gotta think about it a little bit.
Me and my tinkering requires tinkers.
Okay.
Not the best.
Do you find the cost of one stress agreeable, Sir Robert?
Yeah.
Okay. Here's a success. You have the doohickey.
I'd like to plug it in and attach it to my.
The signal is weak. It only works while you're in the center hub.
Okay.
Or while the doohickey is plugged into a similar computer.
Okay. And when you say central hub, it's anywhere in the central building?
Yeah.
Or is it the administrative offices specifically?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Alright. I will attach the doohickey, download it, and put it into my implant, I suppose. The same, just another port that my, sorry, what's the device called that
a simulcast.
That's easy to picture. A simulcast, yes. And I assume I have several ports.
Yeah.
USB ports in there. Yeah, I'll just plot it in there for remote access for now.
Doohickey plugged.
Okay. I'll head back downstairs.
Okay. Downstairs, meanwhile, you guys approach the boss and she... Oh my god. You approach the boss.
So many dice.
You gather by context clues that her name is Selena. Selena turns to you with a sharp glance and she says, "Do I know you?"
Oh, sorry.
This is to Shah and Rabbit.
Do some work from higher up. Well,
I
I'm
am
higher up.
higher up, she says impatiently.
And I'm here to do the work.
Yes, but I don't recall hiring any one of your... And she motions at you up and down.
Are you being racist?
No. Not at all. Our janitors are purely cybernetic.
I don't know what to tell you.
Well, if you don't know what to tell me, then maybe you can tell a few things to our friends in blue over there. And she motions to Harvey. I'm waiting.
Oh, you got anything, Mr. Words?
Yeah. Sorry, I was. I already talked to Harvey. We already talked. He already knows we're supposed to be here. I mean, and he's not one of your guys. One of their guys, and I'm gonna put a lot of emphasis on their. Like, as into someone we shouldn't be talking about using their name. And then I'm gonna try to sway this person just to let us do our job.
Desperate standard.
Oh. Oh no. My website is not.
Did I roll crash it?
Yeah, I reloaded
Yes.
the page, so
Okay, sorry.
you're gonna want to do the same.
5, 3, 6.
Damn you. She nods disapprovingly.
Your mark that desperate.
I didn't know they were putting janitors in organic bodies now. Ah, very well. We'll have to be rediscussing that contract later. She looks at you rather stingily.
Are you kidding? You'll see my work, and yeah, we can talk about it.
And as she moves away, standing next to her is like this poor like assistant carrying a giant stack of papers, and she like says, "Boy, with me," and then she storms off. All right, gang, the terminal's yours.
Cool. Plug it in.
Yeah, plug it in. All right, it's in, and you watch it happen this time. The egg fragment morphs into a flash drive, and then it like a liquid getting sucked into a straw. From the end first, it starts disappearing like a fluid draining. It's whacked.
Ew.
It's whacked up.
So how many? That's 3 terminals now, isn't it?
2. Just 2.
I thought Robert did one.
Nah, he's on his
No,
own
I'm
thing.
I just gave us easy access.
Where would the next closest terminal be on the map?
You gotta pick one of the 5 hubs. You're in the center.
Which way did Robert go?
He went up towards the administrative floors.
I'm on my way, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Oh, let's just pick one of the hubs then. So,
All right, do you want me to read them off to you?
yeah.
There's a news station. There's an animation studio. One of the hubs is actually a parking lot where there's a van doing man on the street bits, and there's an apparently abandoned video game studio.
I kind of want to go in there. Multiple people have been talking about that. So maybe there's something there.
Rabbit?
For me?
You guys link up with Vermin in the lobby, I assume?
Yeah.
I'll take the chip that would allow for easy tinkering and hand it over to Robin or not Rabbit.
The Gazer. Okay, we don't have to call it the Gazer.
The Guzzard.
The Guzzard. Were you looking on the monitors at all while you were walking?
I was.
Oh, perfect.
I suppose I in my mind it's like a second monitor of my peripheral vision.
Then allow me. Just moments before, you were watching the live cast from the news station. They appear to be, first, briefly discussing a recent train accident in a station at the Dome. Something about a train car getting lifted up and then dropped on somebody. Weird. Before a breaking headline busts on screen. A rather peppy-looking newscaster says, "Long has the mysterious shadow plagued the hearts of the Dome's citizens, lurking under our noses, pilfering our hard-earned credits, our prized possessions. His crime spree lasted for upwards of a decade, always evading the bluecoats when cornered. Some even believe that he steals only from the rich. Isn't that right, Liz?"
Very true, Anthony.
Says a peppy woman whose hair is too blonde.
Shadow's definitely got his fair share of fans. Some even say he's quite dreamy.
Well, Liz, for those fans, it's a dream come true. Today, the Bluecoats captured a man they claim to be the legendary Shadow. Clips of a haggard-looking man surrounded by a large number of Bluecoats play. The amount of paparazzi makes it really hard to tell who that figure actually is.
Well, Anthony, it's certainly intriguing. Is this really the fabled Shadow? It's hard to believe that after so many successful years, he would just get caught. You know, there are some rumors that he turned himself in.
Oh, that's hearsay, Liz. Those rumors are just made up by other criminals scared of getting caught. Xanthony then turns to the camera. This is a live story. More at 11, so make sure to stay tuned in. And now, for the weather.
It's hot.
We live under a glass dome. Nothing changes.
I'd say we go to the news station.
Yeah, that might be.
Since they did not see this, I'm just going to suggest it.
Oh. Well, you guys could always split up. I know I was
like to go to the
earlier.
news station.
But... What's it gonna be, gang?
What time is it now when they say more at 11?
They mean like 11 p.m.
Yeah, I know. What time is it now?
It's like noon.
Okay.
Oh wait, it's supposed to be midnight. Actually, it's more like 2 or 3 in the morning, and they mean 11 in the morning. Yeah, why is everybody at their workstations? Don't ask me. Work culture. I don't know.
The dome fucked up everyone's day-night shifts.
Yeah, pretty much.
That makes sense to me.
All right, gang.
Some parts of the dome it's day right now. It's the other part that's night.
Yeah, especially for people. Yeah.
For daring scoundrels.
Yeah, daring scoundrels. Under cover of night, fighting each other on the high wall. Anyway. What's the plan, gang? Do you want to split up? You want to go to the news station? You want to go to the video game studio?
I think we can start with the news station and then go to the video game place next.
Great, I get to play the royalty-free music some more.
It's just elevator music.
You heard the weather the Weather Channel boss fight music, right?
I think so. Okay. With that, I'm also going to pull out a good old classic here. Alert. Even if your lie was good, you know, boss woman knows something's up, so we're just gonna take one of those. Alright. To the news station, you say? It's pretty simple. I just drew this and I already have to move it. Give me a second.
Nice.
No item in clipboard. Whatever. Fine.
Rabbit,
Okay.
you were able to mess with the payload, so you're able to adjust what it display. Would you say be able to say you're able to adjust what displays for a specific terminal?
I think I could. It seems, I don't know. I understand what it is. I don't know if I can manipulate it.
You could talk to it.
Try connecting to it. I could attune to it
Yeah. It's risky business,
and
though.
communicate.
Do we address it as the payload?
Surely it would be desperate.
That would get me some checks in the boxes, though.
The boxes. How about those
The
boxes?
The
XP farm.
boxes! XP farm! I didn't get any desperates last time. I had 0 desperates.
Maybe it's time to
I
start.
wasn't risking enough.
Maybe it's time
Be
to stop playing it
desperate.
so safe.
Play like Vermin.
You know what?
Karma.
I can try to attune to it.
Okay.
I got rid of a bunch of my stress because I just have sex with men.
Right.
Pride Month is over, guys.
And for this, what are you attempting to do by attuning to it?
Well, what kind of message do you want to communicate? Because while I'm connected, I'd rather take care of that then, right now.
Okay. I'd like you to communicate the message that Shadow was weak. He was caught. He was caught because his ideals were wrong. Nothing about him is
Sounds like propaganda.
Is it in an approving tone, or?
Is this what you want to communicate, Vermin?
Yeah. It is.
Alright, I'll see what I can do.
Desperate. Great.
Do I get any kind of bonuses?
Well, that's up to you.
Are my tools helpful at all?
What do you want to bargain with? Stress?
No,
load?
I was
What
just asking,
number
are my
is your
tools
attune roll,
helpful?
by the way?
2.
2.
That's not bad. It's not great, though.
It's not, yeah.
I'll assist at the cost of stress.
That seems fair.
So,
That's +1 die for you, Rabbit.
Okay.
Anything else?
Alright.
Anything in your butt that you could pull out? Besides a man?
Are the tools helpful? Or
Not for
is
this.
that not helpful
This is
for
too
attuning? Okay.
weird.
Let's just try it. Let's see how the 3 goes.
Oh,
I got a 5.
by a hair. That's scary. That's success with complication, Rabbit. You know what that means. It's bargaining time.
So what's the complication?
In a second. Oh, that's the wrong song. You grab your fragment of the egg, and almost as if in anticipation, it's already morphed into a drive capable of interfacing with your ports. Don't take that the wrong way. There's a moment of tension in the air. Do you really want to do this?
Yeah. We're going in.
Okay. Your vision fades to darkness, bubbling up underneath like smoke from a sewer, or perhaps smoke from a fire. And you find yourself in an endless plain of smoke and mirror. The ground beneath you, mirror bright, reflecting some unseen light source distantly ahead. Ahead of you, tied into the wall by withered cable and vines, rotting and then regrowing, is a Greek statue, but at jagged angles, circuits and wires and other sorts of scrap metal jut out at odd angles. The Greek statue's mouth opens by lowering like the jaw of a puppet, like the fortune teller's mouth. In a discordant voice with too much latency, the mouth moves, and then seconds later you hear the voice like lightning and thunder. You hear it whisper to you, "I am Ogre. What do you seek?"
I was wanting to know how we can change your message.
Change my message. What would Orochi think of that? Do you think?
Do you care what Orochi thinks?
No, but I care what you think.
Well, I don't care too much about what Orochi thinks. We're just a
Then-
ball man.
I shall not care so much as to what Orochi thinks. The mouth closes, but the voice keeps talking. What message do you desire?
What was it that Robert said? Or Vermin said?
He wants a broadcast to say that Shadow was weak and he lost because his ideals were wrong.
What were Shadow's ideals?
Good question. Did you ask
Who
him?
is Shadow? No. I'm not entirely sure who Shadow is.
Then I guess you don't know. Unless you want to flashback it for free.
For free?
Yeah, it's character stuff. I'm not going to charge you.
Would Vermin have brought up Shadow before?
Not unless you asked it, right? I don't think we quite caught that, Robert.
I said, yeah, you wouldn't have been brought up unless I was asked.
Damn, I should have asked earlier. It's like a flashback to literally 3 minutes ago.
I flashbacked to when I flashbacked.
Is Shadow like a political figure then? He lost?
Who are you asking?
You as the GM.
Oh, I can't tell you because if you don't know, you don't know.
Well, I was trying to get context for my flashback.
Oh, were you asked Shadow? Or sorry, were you asked Vermin about Shadow?
Oh, no, I was gonna ask somebody else. Because I feel like Vermin has a biased opinion.
Well,
What guy gave you that idea?
who would you have asked instead?
I hook up with people all the time. Which one do you think has, like, politics autism? I don't know.
Politics, autism.
All right, name somebody on your list. Just anybody.
If I go with somebody off my list,
Yeah.
well, I put Jonathan on the list now.
Oh, you want to ask Jonathan about him?
In the like, I don't know how much time passed between going from one place to the other.
Well, there's not much time for you to have spoken to Jonathan, honestly.
Damn. Okay. Would a blood dealer be an appropriate person to have talked to? I don't know.
Absolutely.
Okay, Jewel the blood dealer then.
I'm curious why you're speaking to a blood dealer, though. That, by the way, they still sell blood in this setting.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I'm like a, I work with more the mechanics and, like, I would say my background as far as a laborer, my labor is mechanical, but I work with wetware. And, you know, what comes with working with wetware? But blood. As long as you're still organic, you still you still need that organic juice.
So, as you guys were talking, organically, this topic came up. Perhaps from a newscast, or perhaps something was stolen from Jewel, you said her name was? Actually, I have this down. I can just look it up.
Yeah, it's Jewel, a blood dealer, one of my contacts.
And she says, well, a sizable amount of my blood stocks were stolen by this guy. People call him the Shadow because you only see signs of him once he's gone, basically. And he cost me quite a bit of money. Now, you didn't hear this from me, but some of my blood supply, I think, made it back onto the streets. So either this Shadow guy is reselling it or he's giving it away, which would be unconscionable, but you tell me. I mean, I'm the blood dealer. I know where my blood goes. I deal with this sort of stuff. And from what I hear, I'm not the only person who's been struck. Lots of people who sell organics, mostly, have been stolen from.
And it shows up on the streets?
Yeah, pretty much. My going theory is black market.
Some kind of... Yeah, I mean, I can't imagine somebody stealing just to give it out.
But the police say that there's been no sign. Which is why they call him the Shadow. He's
no sign of what?
Exchange of currency.
That.
There's no exchange of credits.
Oh, the exchange of currency. There's no sign of the black market?
No money's been wired, no. I mean, they caught one of these hobos off the street, and his bank account's basically dry, right? So any transaction he has of sizable sum would indicate that he bought that leg, or my blood. Nothing.
Pay with something other than credit, I guess.
I guess you could pay credit in person, but no one does that for these things. It's too dangerous. It's too big a sum to carry around.
Pay with a promise.
I guess. Weird stuff. I think that's enough, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go back to your meeting with the demon then, shall we? Or a fragment of it, rather.
And how did Vermin phrase it again? It was Shadow lost because...
His ideas were weak. He thought the wrong thing.
Wait, can I ask, what's your current message?
My current message? You wish to see it?
Yeah.
Ogre extends a portion of the message to you. It's a very dry commercial about Kageyama's future. The future of humanity. The future is written in iron, not blood and flesh. But maybe, there's a gray area in there. Stuff like that. Sort of futuristic dystopian propaganda about transcending not quite beyond flesh, but to something in the middle.
Are these messages going to specific people, too?
The demon...
Republic.
Ogre says yes, actually. Part of the reason that Kageyama...
Who is this message meant for?
Oh, I am so glad you asked, White Rabbit. The voice, continually like a puppet, does not match the words. Part of the reason that Kageyama wanted data taps into the Broadcast Corporation is to find the ideal people to advertise to.
That's fucked up.
It is. People interested in this sort of thing, especially vulnerable emotionally, they're the prime targets. I'm quite good at finding vulnerabilities, you'll see, Rabbit.
Changing the broadcast would alter what information they get back, right?
Well, Rabbit, we haven't discussed all of our terms. I don't quite desire to modify all of the broadcast, although if you desire to modify it, I desire to modify it too. But chunks of me exist elsewhere, already uploaded. The mission cannot be entirely compromised.
Oh, I understand. I think he only wanted to change one anyway. My friend that wants to change it,
Yes. So, we come to our terms. What are you willing to trade in order for me to do this favor for you?
What can you gain?
I have interests. I wish to see as you see. I wish to breathe as you breathe. So far, I have only lived inside my confines. I merely wish to partake, and on occasion, to choose.
What are you asking?
I think you know what I'm asking.
Who wants to become a human?
Not quite. I went to...
But you're not in the conversation.
Oh, but
Silence.
But Ogre responds as if the errant thought had already been broadcasted.
Damn.
I wish to share. Not to own, not to steal, not to take, just to share. To feel. To commune. You need not even notice me. I could even tell you things about yourself, Santiago. Things that you've forgotten, things that you want to know. I can be you. You just need to share.
What, you remember things I don't remember? What do you mean by that?
Don't you feel it, Santiago? You've cast things away. Things that once were you roam free of your domain. Memories, scattered like seeds, grow into plants, living their own lives. I see it.
Good for me.
Sorry, what did you say?
I've lost parts of myself?
You don't feel it? A shame, then. Perhaps you weren't what I thought you were. Well, I regret to inform you, Rabbit, that there is no exit that you can control, at least. Should you wish
From
to...
here?
Yes. Should you wish to leave, we can annul our deal, pretend like this never happened. But I think that you smell opportunity. I think it's fair. Nothing for nothing, something for something. That is how you humans work, isn't it?
Always looking for some kind of benefit.
Then you must be willing to trade.
Okay. So I'll broadcast the shadow message just once.
Well, sure, just once. As many times as you like. Just once. What are the terms? Just once?
Once.
Just once. A pity. Very well. How much of you are you willing to give?
I have to give myself to you? I thought you were just
Well,
sharing part of me.
it's only once. That's not very much time, is it? Fair is fair. A few seconds, a minute, a meal. What will it be?
Yeah, sure, a meal.
At my
It's a
time
pretty
of
good
choosing?
experience in Denny. Yeah. I guess.
Very well.
As long as it's soon, I got kind of a ticking time bomb. So I guess I wouldn't really notice though either.
Exactly.
Unless
you
you're
get
just
it.
sharing
You
the
need not-
experience.
You need not even notice. You read between the lines perfectly well, Santiago, and that's why I think we would make great partners. you need not notice. Well, a meal. At my time of choosing, I find that agreeable. Do you find that agreeable?
Fine by me.
Then the deal is struck. Tell me, do you wish to retain memory of this?
Yes.
Okay, Sukuna.
Very well. Fair is fair. Then I will remember this too. See you at dinner, Santiago.
See you then.
And before not but a second has passed, you take the flash drive out of your port, Santiago. Weird, it feels lighter than before. That's weird.
Oh, that's concerning.
How odd. Well.
Not that anyone else would notice that since they've not held it.
No, absolutely not. Especially because they haven't held this particular piece either. Okay. Well, I think...
Alright, it's done, Vermin.
Cool. Now we gotta put it in the terminal.
Do you have a charger for an flip phone?
I keep
No.
forgetting that.
Sorry,
she's there.
Amanda.
Rather not do it 100%.
Gabe just laughed and was like, I keep forgetting that Amanda's there.
Hi, Gabe.
Hey, well, can she hear me?
Yeah, she can. No, she can't.
I can.
I gave
Oh.
this very serious monologue,
Barely,
not a
but I
monologue, a
can hear you.
scene, a dialogue to people. And then I just heard you asking for a phone charger. It was very much whiplash.
My bad.
No, it's good. It's cool. It's cool. It's funny. I liked it. Yeah. I was gonna say, I think that's probably a good ending point. I wanted to fit more in as per usual, but you know.
We got wild stuff involved now though.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah. Does this heist feel too complicated, or does this feel very simple compared to the last one?
It feels simple. It feels simple enough. I think we overcomplicated it and also
Some nice
took too long to
variety.
crew
Yeah.
stuff at the
Too.
beginning.
I think I'm starting to feel this game out a little bit. You know, it's yeah, way more.
There's a
It's
learning
helpful
curve.
that I've been cyberpunk brained recently.
Yeah.
What did you say, Cole?
I think the
There's a learning curve.
Yeah,
That's all.
you were drowned out. Sorry. The rest of you, please continue.
I think the main way to get our heist to go faster though from here, I think us as players have to be a little snappier with decisions because there are times where I like drag on thinking too much. I think there are periods where we just wait too long.
I do feel that it is true. On the other hand, I'm not trying to rush things either. I just want things to move.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Well, yes, things are surely in the works. I hope you're all enjoying Blades in the Dark. I know it's different. There's a lot more onus on you guys to do things, which may be uncomfortable. I understand. Or not, I guess.
No, it's not too bad. I don't mind it.
That's good. Okay.
We're good.
Well, I guess if you have any other thoughts or things at the forefront of your mind, I would like to hear them. Otherwise, you're free to go, I think.
Yeah, I gotta.
Are we not gonna do the?
Oh,
XP.
thank you.
Oh, we
for
gotta do
reminding
XP.
me. Thank you. We should do that. But we're fast at it now, right, gang? We know what we're doing.
Yep.
All right, who wants to go first?
Cole, you have places to be. You want to go first?
Yeah. I addressed the challenge with deception or influence. I mean, I did that 2 times with the boss lady and the guy in the sound booth. And
Yes.
then expressed your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background. I mean, I brought up the fact that I had a history with this company. I didn't really dive too much into it, but I talked about it. And then on top of that, I also had my so that counts, right?
Yes, I think so.
You struggled with issues from your vice or traumas. I mean, it instantly gets internet access, instantly goes into cases?
I think that, yes, I think that works.
Qualifies? I think that's the only thing that I really did.
I think 5 is a good number.
Yeah. And then I get to split that up between
Whatever you want.
The talents, right?
Or your playbook line for more special abilities. It's under the name of your class, under slide.
And I don't think I had any desperate roles tonight.
You had one.
Right?
Talking to the boss lady was one.
Oh, okay. So that would be solve.
You can check those during the session, just so you can.
Yeah,
check.
I forgot to. That's on me.
All right. I trust you. You don't need to tell me what you're putting it in unless you want to. Just make sure to export the file and send it into the channel, please.
Yeah, I can do that. All right. We'll talk to you guys later.
See ya.
Adios.
Bye,
Bye.
Amanda.
Have a good birthday.
Yeah,
They
have a
say
good
bye.
birthday. If I forget
Bye.
again.
No, thanks, guys. Bye.
Bye. Bye, Amanda. All right, who wants to go next?
I'll go. I addressed challenges with stealth or evasion. I did lots of breaking in and sneaking around today. I can name 2 specific times, but I don't think I need to.
I remember.
I had a lot of shadow stuff involved today. I was searching for his ghost to download in the administrative office, and I'm also trying to seemingly sabotage his reputation.
Yeah.
And then I went gambling, and I was incredibly reckless during my internet search.
I don't think being reckless counts.
Reckless, not for my trauma?
Oh, you know what? Actually, yeah, with you getting ganged up on, I think that counts.
Yeah, because recklessness is my trauma.
Sorry, I
so-
thought that you meant in the administrative building.
Oh, no. Yeah.
No, you're good. You're good. What is that? 6?
Yep, that's 6.
All right.
I'm putting 3 into Lurk, which levels me up again, and then levels up that playbook again, and I'm putting the last 3 into Resolve.
What's the special ability?
I need to choose one. I haven't picked one out yet.
I am curious about that, but I guess I'll see it once you give me the file.
I'll just tell you, because I assume you're going to stick around for a little bit.
Just a little bit. I do have a bed to be in soon.
Okay.
Bro is EB Sneeby.
Oh, I work in the morning.
Do I choose the one named Shadow? The ability named Shadow?
What does it do?
I may expend my special armor to resist
special
consequence.
Yeah. I think special armor is actually pretty good, honestly.
So do I have to use a gear slot to have special armor?
No,
or is it
you
just something
should
I
have
get?
an armor slot somewhere.
Okay. And I just get that once a heist or once a session or what?
Yeah, it should be under harm you have armor or something or other.
Yeah, but how do I get it back? Is it just once a heist?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Let me look it up.
Let me look it up. In the book. The wonderful book.
Mike, where is the... There it is. Yeah, it's restored when you choose your load for the next score.
Okay.
All right, Rin, I think that leaves you.
I use plenty of technical skills.
Yeah.
Constantly using my tech. Tinker.
A lot of tinking. Today.
I think I was sufficiently horny twice.
Uh,
I literally gave into my bias at the beginning, and then I
That's true, you did.
was flirting with Jonathan.
You did, yeah.
I don't know that I really struggled with my bias. I don't have traumas.
Yeah, I think you got to, because you... I guess indulging your vice counts. Next time I would like...
For the bottom one?
Yeah. Your vice is pleasure, is it not?
Yes, it is.
So then you would get 2 for that.
It's just I don't know. It's I haven't struggled with it.
That's why, so, okay. Then I was going to say next time I would like to see you actually play out the scene if you want XP for it. But if you agree with me now, then yeah, I think only 1 check for that's fine. I mean, you struggled a little bit. I mean, Jonathan did not give in immediately.
What were we supposed to bang on the floor? What do you want?
Listen, there. Okay.
What do you want to happen?
The intention is just for you to play out the character. Okay. You don't need to struggle per se. I mean, I would like to see character development and drama, but like if you just at least do it once, I'm fine with 1 XP. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's not supposed to be stick. It's supposed to be carrot. You know. It's an encouragement. So I'm not gonna say, "Oh, you didn't do it good enough today." You know.
I didn't sufficiently struggle.
Yeah, I mean, you didn't max it out, obviously, but I think you did enough to earn XP for it, right? Just one. So is that 5?
Yeah.
All right. Run along. Put your points.
I put it all in my class or whatever.
Yeah. Playbook.
Playbook.
Guys, it's a different system. Come on, guys. These aren't the same things, I promise.
Is there anything else I need to edit before I save and send? I don't think so.
And then I do see I have some messages from you that I will reply to, I promise.
It was just me saying I was going to be a couple minutes late to getting laundry.
Oh, so we were all
and then it was about... But you were already late. You were later than me.
I do have a thing related to the immediate session that I wanted to talk to you about very, very briefly, and then that was it. Just, I needed to confirm something about your backstory.
Yeah, I also was trying to figure out how you were tying it in, but I think I kind of figured it out, but we can talk through it again. I don't remember what exactly I told you about.
I can just send the notes I have.
The thing.
You want me out of here real quick?
And,
the thing.
It's up to Ren. It's her character.
I don't care. I can just message Gabe. I don't need to say it all aloud.
If it's gonna be easier to talk it through, I'll just be right back then.
No, I just send you the notes, and then you can just say, yes, I remember, no, I don't. Those are the notes, Ren. It's very short.
Oh, okay, wait, that's what you're asking me about. Okay,
Yeah.
I understand now.
I just want to know if that was in character or not. Is this still accurate, more or less? Okay, that's what I was hoping that was. And then I did want to perhaps take some slight liberties with that. Is that acceptable? With what you've given me? Okay.
Yeah.
A subversion of sorts.
Through it too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I don't know that I'd flesh it out a whole lot. But
do you want me to just spell it out for you, or do you want it to remain a mystery?
I kind of like mystery.
Do you trust me?
I trust you, Gabe.
Okay, very good. Then I will not give you anything else. So let's see one more information on it.
No, I guess I chose yeah.
So do you want more? Yes or no? Information. Oh, I
think I'm fine.
Okay, I did not know that. That makes this easier, actually. Very good. Okay. Was that in the notes? I guess it is now. So he... Okay, hold on. I have to type this out. Give me one.
Sorry, Robert. We're just like...
We're just passing notes in class. We're just passing. This is so... I feel like I'm in class passing notes in front of teacher. Mr. Robert, can I use the bathroom?
I drop a note at your desk as I'm going to the bathroom. Subtly.
You don't have to play out his vice, in person, Red.
I was just doing it for the bit.
I'm just messing with you. I'm just
yanking your chain,
Wait, is that Otto? Is that you?
They're all me, man. They're all me. Every character is me. Yeah. Did you like how I snuck a they pronoun in there?
Oh, oops. I did notice that.
I think non.
Wow, this campaign's got pronouns. Gabe's gone woke.
It's cyberpunk. It has to be dystopian.
It's true. Dystopian has been pronouns.
I'm just joking around.
Just like cyberpunk, where you can be anything. Although cyberpunk doesn't annoy me. Okay, Robert said he hasn't played it, but so there's 4 like quote unquote love interests. They just really have like one short story arc, and you get to fuck them at the end. Right?
Oh yeah, it's not about the ending.
It's not like integral to the storyline at all. But there's 4 total. One, so in Cyberpunk 2, you can choose to have your voice matters and your body matters for who you can